Good morning, guys, or good evening. And now we're finally back on continuing the story where we actually left off from Lilith's story, and also from the arduous grind for Vera. So there's that. Yeah, so how's everyone? Hope you guys are doing good. For those who came from work, welcome back home. And for those who just woke up, good morning.
死刑か私の死刑かじらしてるつもりこっちに来て
Dang. Wow, she's demanding. Doing weeklies. Yes, it's that time again. Gotta do the weeklies. Thanks for the support, by the way. Yes, thanks for the support, Spencer. Okay, now where were we? This one's done. Let's jump here. And reinforcements. I'm on the last Norman team for the last section. Dang. I feel that. Oh, Yuri. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just back to the grind again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, darn. Okay. There we go. All done. Finally, weekly missions complete. Now we can jump to Fan and Pain. Yes, Hell Life Gaming. It's been a while. How you doing? God is hard for non-gamers. Yeah, it do be like that. It's just a matter of practice. Just practice until you get it right. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, Lightning Team. Yeah, we're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish the story of Lilith at this in the stream. So we'll just stay here as long as we can. We just need a little bit of a warm up. Well, that dang, she got decimated. Next. Oh dang. Just one full charge. Nice.
Deviation detected. Demir Traveler, thanks you for your support.
Oh no, I donated. Must have been the wind. Yes, must have been the wind. Yeah, thanks for the super chat, by the way. I'm not sure, but there might be the first one has been like super chatting like continuously every stream. I really get those things. The wind is feeling generous. Yes. Must have been definitely the wind. Wow. Yeah, so far this is like the best lightning team, and to be frank, like Nanami's just broken herself for the lightning. She even beats like Alpha Crimson Weave for DPS. For a tank though, you don't see that every day. You just really don't. Ooh, 10. Should I invest in this or no? We gotta finish. We gotta finish in her first. Let's finish her first. There. Oh, hello, Soto. Welcome back. How you doing, Soto? There we go. Nice. Unlock skill. Okay, this one activates the QTEs. This is good. Right, next. Claim this. And Game of Thorns. Oh, right, the chess game thingy. We're gonna do that later on. Blissful gift. Clear powered on any difficulty and Awakening Tundra ones. Awakening Tundra. Oh dear. Guess we're gonna do that. Oh dear. Okay, any difficulty will do, so I guess we can. Yeah, we have to clear powered. So I guess this is fine. Yeah. Let's fight her. Let's fight powered. And yeah, I guess she's like the easiest to obtain it. Then again, there's also Nanami too. Fine. You know what? I'm just gonna stick to her. She's like the easiest to do the parries. Dang. I actually like how the intro of Powered is. Reminds me of Borderlands. That would be bruh. Gotcha. Here.
生歯ごたえない。
There. Oh, he's pissed.
無駄な手。
There.
全力でかかって。
Oh, freaking. Uh-oh.
生死を分けるのは一瞬の風より解かれし力。我が刃と化せ。生死を歯ごたえないわ。宿命の風
Alright,
は
he's almost down.
私が断ち切る。
Just a little bit more.
全風より解かれし力。我が刃と化せ。
Nice.
次に向かうわよ。この勝利が終
Well,
幕
that
で
was
はない
perfect.
わ。
Almost. Oh, never mind. It was triple S plus. It's good. Okay. I'll just have to do it once. There we go. I'll just have to go back here. Blissful gift. And Tundra. Oh my gosh. We have to go back here again. It's been a while. Attack 50. HP 50 or... Yeah, I want to do the economy first. Economy is like really good here. This one. And these two. Logistics support. There. And here. This one. One more. Okay. Anything else? The economy. It's like a lot of this things. Infrastructure. There. I don't have to look into this one anymore. Nippy shivers. Oh dang. This is a very good start. I'm taking this. Taking Lilith as well. But I could have taken the other guy. Darn. Watanabe. I kind of forgot how to do this. Frick. So I guess we can start in this one. Click this. Go over to the low risk zone and do an exploration. Let's add her to the team. Amplifiers are really good nowadays. Like, friggin' Vera just decimates everybody.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる。逃がせないわよ。私を傷つけられるの？甘いわよ。まだまだここからよ。笑える。年功最国。あなたの最高の痛みよ。
Oh dang. She just destroys everybody. Darn. Okay. I'll just have to clear it once. That's all we need right now. So I guess we can go for... we still have like a few more. Let's go down here. It's down. No adjacent. Okay. Next day. Okay, we have one. Explore. Agree to build a main venue. Red multiplier. Leave. Let's take this one. Explore. I should be really doing the main story, but we'll do that in 20 more minutes. We'll just have to be quick.
ここからよ。笑える。はーい。連行最国。あなたの最高の痛みよ。隠れる気。甘いわよ。隠れる気。まだまだここからよ。
This one more. There. Dang. I like her speed and how she goes berserk in that one. That one's really cool. Hey. Attack in 3 days. Should we walk here or no? We need something else. Let's walk over here. Let's go for this one. Take this, take the supplies, explore, and go down here. Confirm. Okay. Guess we can go for this one. And this. Explore. Continue investigating. Insist opening the box.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる。逃がせないわよ。隠れる気。甘いわよ。まだまだここからよ。笑える。はーい。連行最国。あなたの最高の痛みよ。逃がせないわよ。
Dang. I freaking love her simplicity on actually performing it, and it's still broken as fuck. It's not really that confusing. It's just simply hold the mouse button down. Okay, right, and clear this, and let's fight. Might as well bring the people here.
僕を選んだのは
Right, let's do this.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる。逃がせないわよ。隠れる気。甘いわよ。
ごめん。
まだまだここからよ。はーい。連行最国。あなたの最高の痛みよ。隠れる気。
Easy peasy.
好みの厚さあなたに託すわ。
Right, and we're done. Advance to Silver City. Queen's Curse. Let's take this one. Ooh. Okay, I'm taking this. Standard file. Architect. There we go. Northern Snowfield. Welcome to Lost Silver City. Okay. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. Yeah, let's leave for now. And what if that should be enough. Let's see. Let's clean everything. Go back. Did I complete it? No, I didn't. So we really gotta complete this. Either by... I guess we can end it first. Let's end it. No, I didn't complete even. Darn. So that means I really have to grind Tundra for this. Darn. Oh well, that's not bad. At least now I know what to do with it. Yeah, let's get this one. Right, it seems like we're almost done. Almost right on schedule. Schedule. There. Ooh. Dang, people are actually grinding. Interesting. I'll deal with that later. Okay. Now we go to the dorms. Finish everything in here. Recall and dispatch. And go back here. Go to the coding sketch. Buy everything. There we go. Now we're just gonna bring... where should I put her? Do I bring it? Where's the Team Cerberus? Oh, they're here. Yeah. Let's put her on this team. Actually, I can just drop her here. And where is... Oh, okay. She's in Ishmael's home. There. That should do it. Okay, claim this. And... serums. Okay, we can spend the serum somewhere. Resources and... yeah. Wait, I can just simply do Noctis. And then... it's Nightblade. And there's, I don't really use the other characters here, but I might as well. It'll be a waste. There we go. That should do it. Here, technical supplies. And I guess that's it. Yeah. Wait, there's... oh, right, the fortune machine. There. Now we're done. Okay, now let's go and continue the story. The Seaver's Rapture. Note 15. Crimson Disease's Veil. She grants the absolute happiness to ones in this cage. Yeah, so she tried to like introduce an idea where you can use the red tide or the punishing virus to actually transmit or transfer data as their medium. And with that kind of idea, it's possible. I mean, that's the Ascension Network for, but it is not a very good idea. I mean, I guess for those people who wants to risk it, but it's a gamble. Hey, shrill alarm blares over and over, but to Lilith, it rings out like a triumphant war cry. Exits are so. Shouldn't you all look a bit more thrilled? From the depths below, the undead surge upward, strain against their rusted bodies as they creep toward our defenses with a nightmarish curl. This horror is a byproduct of a botched experiment, a prototype construct built by trapping a child's brain inside a metal shell. The troops remain clueless that each enemy is a spirit doomed to wander, denied release. All they perceive is a nightmare, ripped straight from the depths of hell. All units, pull back the defense. I was running out. Call for backup now. Ready for evac. And yeah. Sitcoms, suppressive fire on that target group left corridor. Short bursts. Before the squad leader can finish giving orders, a deafening salvo of full-powered high-explosive rounds drowns out his voice. You want some too? Then come on, bring it. Ah! Throwing trigger discipline to the wind, the construct unloads a torrent of gunfire, only to have its ankles seized by corrupted crawling right up to the defensive perimeter. Wow. The staggered once, then gets hauled over wooden floors slick with fluid and grime, desperately forcing his handgun free. Not today. Get away from me, you freak. Dang. Director, don't understand. Oh no. Wow. The kids just started warming up. Don't crush their enthusiasm by being too harsh. Oh. Captain, thank you. The guard stabs him in the head, snaps his metal arm upward, and drives a corroded blade into the soldier's lower back. Ooh. Graphic. Lilith's non-lethal strike has only made the creature more ferocious. Well, he's dead. It's shattered. Form continues to spasm, dragging itself inch by inch towards Lilith. She recognized that voice instantly. Even though it's altered, she knows it's the confession of someone who once tormented others. You've certainly given us a warm reception, but my soldiers are confused. They just can't wrap their heads around why an orphanage would be the hottest spot for punishing activity on the outskirts of Las Pradas. Are you finished, damn Norman? Wow, good job. The memory buried beneath that iron exterior ends in an excruciating moment when my very mind is drenched from my spine and skull. Years later, the imprisoned spirit is seized by an entity known as the Punishing, becoming a mindless puppet lost to the present. This course, she's not here. What could that be? You think I'm back here just for her? Wait, so... Well, I have no idea where Discord is, but... She might be right. Or rather, that thing might be right. She's not here. But of course, if she's here, that means... Yeah, Discord might be here somewhere. But my moon umbrella is already a mess. I simply can't risk getting it any dirtier, you know? Ooh. Good night. Sleep in peace, free from any need for restraints. Those once proud fire teams, Solemn, Scimitar, Ivy, Snowferret, with their glorious legacies cut short in this final stand, lost amid the wet, muddy carnage. Beyond them all stands a lone construct beneath the moon umbrella. Her frame is streaked with grime, and her boots are thick with dust and fluid. but she is still alive, needing no backup of her memory, no unbreakable circulation system to keep her going. She opens herself entirely to the network spun from the punishing data. I see. So the final site we have to clear is the orphanage. That's right, it's the last high density zone outside the city. The construct has emerged from a brutal battle speaks with this disarmingly calm detachment, as if narrating someone else's story. Did I let you down? Should I apologize? Discords remain missing, and yet Lilith shows no sign of worry. So many years pass. Even if there's any clue left behind, it's likely been eaten away by the rampant contamination. I appreciate you still watching out for me, Aunt, but we have more urgent business to deal with right now. Since that leaked incident a few years back, Lilith appears far more willing to align herself with Monzano's vision. To sum up our progress, we've wiped out the corrupted threat in Las Pradas and effectively taken back control. With the city as our stronghold, our mission to reclaim the surface can finally get underway. However, building large-scale conservation areas demands extensive purification systems. For now, our best hope is to establish a stronghold in Las Prados. Still, it stands as our first true victory in taking back the Earth. I'm proud I didn't end up slowing you down, none. Dang. Somehow she scares me. Don't go patting yourself in the back. I haven't exactly pinned a medal on you yet. I mean no disrespect. I'm honestly thrilled to see what you have managed to achieve all on your own, Aunt. Sure, the results are here. But what's your real aim? Taking charge of a construct unit? You want me to believe the top card player is vying for an officer's rank? Control over a conservation area, or is it something else altogether? Talk. Yeah, she's pissed. You really don't know, Aunt. I've been gambling with my life all this time. Walking away unscathed from a high-stakes battle, that sinful rush is like nothing else. Sure, I was at fault for letting my guard down back then, but that unexpected crisis also handed you even more chance to run your experiments, didn't it? Throwing myself into danger, turning tables through skill, then reaping the rewards. That rush is everything I crave. I'm sure Auntie can see where I'm coming from. She's after the thrill. She doesn't care what it is. Don't get smart with me. You know perfectly well the only viable data sample escaped by latching onto the mechanoid and never been able to recreate those results. If it happened once, it will happen 1,000 times. Patience is the key to winning hands, after all. This is a chilling, gambling woman. I mean, she is. The once revered arbiter of the entertainment arena can rattle off those core principles as though reciting cherished heirlooms. How is it you're always the one who comes out alive? I couldn't care less how many construct squads I lose, but every single time it's the same one who comes back alive. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's a very doubtful scenario. Like every time, just like I guess what Vera experienced, where she's always with different squads and everybody keeps dying except her, and now she was labeled as the Red Death because of it. So, Aunt, using my built-in shielding and transferring one's memory could be how we overcome Orange's challenge and step into the next phase of our evolution. Am I right? If you do nothing but flee from the virus, it's only a matter of time before it consumes you. It feels like she's gently walking a child through each step, her voice so soft it can be woven from cotton. Great genius, what's on your mind? An ultimate weapon that can drain the punishing virus. I suppose my complete lack of fear in this high risk environments is the reason I've been so lucky to survive every time. Fear destroys clear thinking. Only a steady mind can make split-second accurate decisions, and that's what boosts your odds of staying alive. It's of no real consequence. Odds, luck, call it what you will, but I hold my own trump card. I've been aware of all your contributions, so there's no need to fret. As long as I remain in Babylonia, I'm bound to overthrow Koryono and even topple Hassan himself. I don't care what schemes you're brewing, but here's some advice. If you can't rein yourself in before I seize power, the fallout won't just swallow you up, you or me. I'm only going to warn you once. Don't play with fire or you get burned. I understand. Madam Monzano, I'm here. Smooth OP. Yeah, she's really pissed. This is invigorating. Then we can move forward with drafting the proposal to return to the surface. Mr. Gephardt, so you've been re-elected yet again? Yes, a landslide. The townspeople still appreciate everything we did during the crisis. It's fine. Speak your mind. I wonder. Sir, is there something you'd like to inform us about? Let me guess. Have they found Discord? I'm only here under official appointment, so No, I don't think he did. I'll explain. No need for votes, because there's no one left to vote. What's going on? Did something happen recently? Oh, while Liz was doing her operation, something happened.
Traveler. A viewer has subscribed to your channel.
Oh, and thanks for subscribing, by the way. Christian. She willingly steps into the role of frontline commander, completely oblivious to what's unfolding behind the lines. It's proof that you poured everything into the ground offensive, so much that you never sense an upheaval aboard the ship. Because our retreat was so rushed back then, this ship's ecological systems never underwent a proper test. In short, water and food supplies are already running dangerously low. This is why we must accelerate our return to the surface. But what about everyone living here? Remember, the Eden class was first conceived as a colony ship, outfitted with countless cryopods to endure the harsh realities of intergenerational voyages. When people enter extended low-temperature hibernation, their metabolism slows so drastically that they scarcely need any external support. So my Genevieve did 380,000 damage. Ooh. Yeah, I'll try to deal with Genevieve later on, because right now, like I guess that's the next chapter, probably. Naturally, there's another perk in unfreezing a hero or two now and then. They emerge at full strength and can be converted into constructs straight away, reinforcing our ranks. Rest assured, Eleanor, day-to-day life in the core residential sector won't be disrupted in the slightest. Drink up and dance away. Honestly, maybe it's because our ground operations are going so smoothly that everyone's more pumped up than ever. Policies and proposals still hinge on Gephardt and his peers to drive them forward. Until that feature is won by the few, everyone else should offer their support and understanding. Does the Parliament truly approve of freezing into residence on such a massive scale? When it comes to protecting one's own skin, who wouldn't make the same call? Is this just another callous choice by the powerful? Thus, mediocrity's quiet dread enters. Darn. Shattering common knowledge, breaking sense of reason, uprooting every belief since humanity fled to orbit. Lynne can barely hold back her excitement. It's as if the entire world has gone mad, and no one even realizes why. Ever since that tiny spark of singularity, every so-called plan and strategy has been undone by something far more ominous. Like a mad scientist peering through a microscope at colonies too small to see with the naked eye, and revealing it. She craves to witness how it all ends. It seems you and my aunt have things to discuss. If you'll pardon me, I'll take my leave. I'm heading over to San Lorenzo for a drink. Please, miss, by all means. Merely picturing those scrolling fights is enough to send chills down my spine. Go on, indulge yourself, you've earned it. Of course she has, but a treat waiting for her is far more than a single buzzworthy cocktail. Moving forward, we still have to trouble Mr. Kepler to handle the red tape on the Stronghold's construction. We sincerely appreciate your diligent efforts. Go. I believe we can keep it together, but don't let your guard down. It appears our esteemed guests are so overjoyed that they've completely lost themselves in the moment. Dang. Thank you for your kindness, Aunt. She departs the room, strides down to the started hallway, and slips into the elevator bound for the San Lorenzo Entertainment Complex. Beneath the crystal chandelier, the roar of the crowd surges, making every metal ringed decoration tremble in its wake. It's just like the day long ago, yet when a young girl first set foot in the Lucky 30 casino. This place has never changed in the slightest. Whether during the Golden Age or in the aftermath of disaster, whether in an Elysian city or beneath the orbital dome, its spirit endures. Another round. Come on, top it off. Creds? Psh, I'm loaded with creds. Oh no. Dang. Error. Unrecognized input. Reformatting. Telling you these medicines are no match for flesh and blood? Can't even compare when it comes to touch. Hey, don't throw good booze away. If you don't drink it, hand it over. It won't listen to you, so what's wrong with me stepping into straighten out? Oh dang. Damn it, you. Bring it on. Dang, people are just fighting over for what? Wine? Enjoy yourselves. Hey, why are we out of the fancy gold leaf bacon today? What if instead of punishing Raven, it was Freaky Raven? Instead of punishing Virus, it was Freaky Virus? What, like everything's freaky instead of like punishing? Darn. It'll be so weird though. Like, what do you call the red tide then? Like Freaky Tide? Oh no. Perhaps in another timeline. Let's kick things off with a roasted lobster. Dang, now I'm feeling hungry because of this. Let's can practically smell the rotten here. Guess we're calling it like the Freaky Tide. Oh no. What in the world did I just eat? It takes a harsh, gut-wrenching heave. An unnatural dark red tinge spread across his tongue and neck. Oh, it must be poison. Bon appetit, everyone. Oh. Seductive jazz and defiant rock pierce everyone's ears. The jarring blend still earns. Oh, this is a very new word. Raucous applause at the heart of the dance floor. This is a very new word. I need to learn this. Wait, hold on. Let's check this out. Raucous. Raucous means raucous. Raucous. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. Making or constituting or disturbingly harsh and loud noise. Oh, okay. It's like a ruckus, but ruckus. Like R-A-U-C-O-U-S. C-O-U-S. Huh. Interesting. I'm learning something new. I like learning new words. From their council seats, the self-righteous elites immerse themselves in this grimy tide of sound, raising their glass to toast its eerie harmonies. For those confined within these walls, there is nothing beyond fleeting pleasure, only the void. When champagne flows in streams, and gold is piled higher than the eye can see. What's the point of locking horns with hardship any longer? She studies her handiwork with cold satisfaction. Yes. Poisoned wine and cheese, my special treat for you all. Go on, indulge yourselves. Oh, so everybody got poisoned and she rigged everybody. The source of these gifts remain deliberately hidden. After all, those about to be swept away by their own cravings need to know who's pulling the strings. What is certain about her aunt won't object to this outcome. She needs an environment brimming with intensity for her experiments, and Lynne's approach provides a perfect breeding ground. And these so-called elites, they're no different from those lying in crying sleep, just disposable resources ready to be consumed. Still, someone calls out to the girl. At the foot of the steps, a flushed figure emerges from the haze and dares to ask an impertinent question. Hey, who are you? Who am I? Your esteemed arbiter and master mixologist? And the heiress who struts about under Madame Monzano's banner. A wave of euphoria sweeps across every inch of synthetic skin, seeps in through the nose and tinges it the very soul with crimson. She remembers the ancient city consumed by flames from the heavens and the brazen revelry that once raged within its walls. The power to judge lies with a net that hasn't even descended yet. She clearly has no authority to summon heavenly fire. Arbiter? No, wait, it's Roberto. Oh no. Rover? Roberto? I get it. Freaking Wolverine reference. But history already has its share of those who drown in the whirlpool of intoxication and desire. Lilith, at your service. Her heels step in defiled blood and hidden beneath silver trim. Each step on the marble stairs rings with poise and cruel delight. She's the one who bestows this prison with its ultimate rapture by her own hand. In the end, those revelers will topple one after another into the crimson pools, born of their own revelry, while the black clock that has no place here will never tell its final note. Hello, Ozen. Ozen Sol. Country? Well, I mean, I'm from the Mirrorverse, specifically in the Philippines for Mirrorverse, but yeah. Why is it always that you always manage to survive? Because I didn't fear the very things that terrify you. It really isn't. It really is that simple. At last, the world admits the Red Death is here. But people remain disturbingly numb to their rotting flesh and frantic nerves. Dang. In this falling garden, the Red Death, ironically called Euphoria, began its endless dominion over all. Wow. Darn, she poisoned everybody. Hunter's logic. All units KIA except for blank. Commandant Revenge. Revenge? I'll just call her Revenge. Has defected to the Ascendants. Those grim words, flashing crimson on the mission briefing screen. Below, in the more discreet section, there's a comprehensive record of how often the frontline units have been in contact with this so-called Ascension network. And don't hear the Filipino accent? I'm just built different. Exactly. Thanks, Cronus. Letting a desertion this severe happen in the first place is a glaring dereliction of duty by the military. The officer in a sharp suit is the first to break the silence. Don't blame yourself. Too much. If a soldier on the front line can't resist temptation, then both the duty and the fallout lie on his shoulders alone. And the intel we gather from the war-torn fallen is instrumental in refining our construct research and development. Identify the new threat and stay prepared. Their sacrifice must not be in vain. True leader is someone who never loses sight of what lies ahead. So, no matter how composed the words, they won't simply erase a military commander's concerns. I am? I am. If that answers your question, I am. Just like what they said. I'm from the same country as Patter, and I'm also built different, so yeah. Only by standing alongside the descendant who holds sway over the punishing fires can humanity hope for a future. This statement was recovered from the audio logs found on our squad member, Hero. Up to now, we've mainly encountered a corrupted with minimal cognitive capacity. We Filipino even speaks English. We can't have Filipino accent in English talks. They don't usually use sharp accent like most Filipino. I would be laughing. You mean those hard accented Filipino accents, like let's say saying the words. Okay, how about we try the Filipino styled accent for Nicola? We're all aware that compared to single commandant defection, it's so weird. It doesn't fit him. Darn. Or the loss of one construct. This is para Grieber. It's so weird. I don't like it. It's so weird. I'm cringing myself. It doesn't fit him. No. We will stick to the I guess American English, because Filipino English is, well, at least for me, it's actually like, it sounds odd. It really sounds odd for me. Maybe she grew up in the US, or Filipinos just naturally that good. No, I didn't grow up in the US. I'm just rare. It's not because we're, like the Filipinos are just naturally good. It's more of like, I'm just built different. That's why I advocate tackling the issue at its source. Use the combat logs to study the Ascendant's moves, then we lure in our biggest catch. Besides, there's a chance practically falling into my lap at this very moment. What do you think? Ever heard of a place called Las Prados? Dang. Outskirts of Las Prados in the desert, a few days ago. Oh, it's Discord! Contact. The target is on the move. All units stand by. Sensing an anomaly on their instruments, the construct squad leader quietly issues orders to the teammates on either side. Copy that. Target location confirmed. Copy. His unruly streak doesn't fade, even in the midst of an operation. Taking orders from his so-called rookie is about as far as he's willing to go. Still, this guard's exceptional skills are enough to impress absolutely anyone. Asarius, stay alert for any corrupted movements. Damon, the moment I open fire, move it and lock them down. Wind speed is holding at 13.9 meters per second. Sandstorm will hit the mission zone in 30 minutes. Infrared scans are still running. No additional hostiles detected beyond our primary target. The strength gear for the target is set and ready. I usually talk to foreigners to improve accent. That's what I did. Yeah, it usually works when you practice with someone else, especially like with the other people in different countries. You tend to adapt their way of saying things. I mean, for example, if you stay in a country that doesn't really speak English, or rather they rarely speak English, and let's say you're really good at English at that point, and stay there for like a decade or two, your English will, well, might actually change a lot. Just adapt like Mahoraga. Wait, who's Mahoraga? I don't even know who that is. Choose me? Give me another chance. I can this body isn't everything. Wait, is this Lloyd? The target appears partially aware. Its memory not yet fully consumed by the virus. Yeah, I think it's one of the Lloyd copies. Oh, so you're thinking of having a word with him. Trying to convince him to return with us of his own free will. Boss, do we proceed with lethal force? I'll ensure the target is fully disabled. Our assignment is to confirm the identity of that unidentified construct that's been lurking around. Command has an orders to neutralize it, just to verify. Roger that. Deafening blast like a tank's main cannon wraps behind the rocks, concealing the squad. Flames licking the air, and brilliant flash of silver slices through the haze of dust and rubble. Damon, subdue the target. Leave it to me. Darn. Talk about being precautious, like, they're precautionary towards the construct. Then you have to, like, shoot its legs off. The sandstorm is set to hit the mission zone in 28 minutes. No trace of corrupted activity so far. Which fire team are you with? Purifying Force. You can't see our insignia? If you want to stay alive, start talking. If our leader's feeling generous, you might just walk away with your life. Walk away with your life? You freaking blew its legs off. I like Isaiah's comment, it's like just blank. Sure, Discord secrecy can be off-putting, but it's Damon's non-stop chatter that truly grates on everyone's nerves. He always seems to find one more thing to gripe out. Fire team? What's that supposed to mean? Fire team? Wait a minute. Okay, the construct must be referring to like the squads that were with Lilith during that time. Oh dear. I think that's the construct. That's the construct's trying to say, like which fire team. So it can be like this one of those snow ferrets or the I forgot the other name of the fire teams. It was mentioned earlier, but it's definitely one of Lilith's stuff, I guess. Wait, you're not from the retriever from Monzano? I knew it. I was right. This time, even Damon spots the leader's momentary slip. For those tense few seconds, she makes no response whatsoever. Well, that gave her an idea of what's happening out here. So, or maybe you've come to take me out. Wait, is this Mako? Is this Mako that I know? No big deal. I'm not about to trust some phony memory transfer scam. Yeah, this might be definitely Mako or something. Or just another, I've seen the network's revelation. We are immortal. Yeah, already consumed by the freaking punishing fires. Who's Monzano? Yeah, she doesn't know. So bound by her duties, she fires off her question in that quick way she's known for. Captain Eleanor left me behind. Are you all going to be just as heartless? Oh, okay. She might actually recognize this the moment he said Eleanor. Quit to act, you fool. You're just a mindless puppet that only knows how to follow orders. I am eternal. Taking back Earth. What a lie. The network chose me. I was this close to... Okay, so... yeah, he's gone. He went to the filtering. This is glowing red like a predator's savage bloodshot eyes. Yeah, he's already corrupted. Still, the punishing virus inside the target is spiking at an alarming rate. This girl ignores everything else. She closes in, her voice brimming with the same crushing intensity as she interrogates the target. Eleanor, she's been gone for years. Monzano's right-hand person, the lead commandant of the Consort Corps. No way you haven't heard of her. Dang, that actually sparks a huge thing for Discord at this point. Inexplicable weightless grips Discord's mind, as though her very sanity is plunging into a bottomless void. But obedience to orders practically defines her entire mental framework. She must complete the mission. And what of the other ascendants? Have you pinpointed their targets? Speak, now. You really think I'm an ascendant? I'm hardly worthy of such a title. Eleanor abandoned me and my entire squad in that first godforsaken pit. It was the network that brought me back from the brink. It jump-started my vital fluids, fortified my body, and showed me things I had never dreamed possible. A planet completely consumed by the punishing virus. Crimson, decaying, flourishing, utterly majestic. Yeah, he's nuts. The contamination is about to breach its critical limit. The sandstorm will descend in 20 minutes. Send us your original retrieval coordinates. We'll bring you back. Go back? Why on earth we would return? That so-called garden's doomed to bloom with toxic flowers sooner or later. I let the network down once, never again. Spent electro javelins crash to the ground and vanish into swirling sand. The target breaks free from the arc's grips. Get down. Oh. Ooh, head blown clean through. Second bullet shatters the metal shell, sending fragments flying in every direction. I had no choice. I had to use the lethal force. Well, he's on the right call. The shooter reloads, offering a terse justification for pulling the trigger. You're remarkably quick to respond. Though she's out of immediate danger, the terror and chaos echoing in her mind threaten to rob her breath. Gather until the target's data chip and get ready to move. Damon, call for support. Or transport, rather. Demon, sandstorm's closing in. We have to pull out. Now. Constructs. If there were a way to live as humans do, who would ever choose to become something like this? Let the chatter stay on your guard. Universal enhancement frame. Slow ferret fire team. Ferret 2. The inscription on the chip looks familiar, but what truly shatters her composure is the manufacturer label at the bottom. Eden 3 Colony Ship Construct R&D Department. Oh. Seems like Babylonians doing some secret stuff. It's a lost legend of the Golden Age, something that should have faded into the depths a long time ago. This nightmare haunts her from before she even received her mechanical frame. Wait, is Babylonia considered like Eden 2 or is it Eden 3? That covers the entire mission report. The retrieved data chip has been backed up and handed off to the Science Council. The moment she steps off the transport plane, she barely has time to check her ammo or assess the battle damage before Colin's message arrives, demanding a report. When Graven Command Revenge contacts the Ascension Network and defects. What was once dismissed as mere rumor instantly becomes the primary concern of both Corona and the military. So you're telling me the target handed over the original retrieval coordinates? Let's have the exact location details. If the target's intel holds up, they would have headed to the new Naylis Air Force Base on the outskirts to evacuate. You mean the old Air Force Base? That godforsaken dump has been left to rot for ages. One thing is certain, they're definitely not from Babylonia. Also, Monzano is officially listed as missing. Ah, yes. So, yeah. Discord cuts the man off mid-sentence, and Colin understands all too well what's fueling her outburst. Oh, that reminds me. Guess hooking up to the Ascension Network scrambled his mind. Huh. Because if he's telling the truth, all your old buddies are still alive and kicking. I'm submitting a request to investigate Las Prados. Dang. And they'll find out this freaking secret that's what's actually going behind the scenes. Don't rush. We'll get there soon enough, but remember, you're part of the Army's official purifying force, not some private hire from Kurono. Given the recent stir in the Ascension Network, we've just joined forces with the Arctic Root Union to advance Project Winter to its next phase. It looks like the Parliament is every bit as invested in the Ascension Network as we are. Las Prados is already a wasteland. Whatever tricks Monzano might pull, it won't be enough to cause real trouble. Yeah, don't underestimate that. That's friggin' Monzano. We'll use that as our bait, convincing the military to launch an official investigation, and along the way we can eliminate Monzano. Any intel they gathered there should align perfectly with Palangoski's previous statements. This confirms once again that the previous experiments have ended, and Monzano's actions no longer have anything to do with Kurono. Yes, hello Chimpus. Project Winter can continue without a hitch. Regarding that Eden 3 you mentioned, I'll pass the details along to my bro Liz. This kind of thing is right up his alley. If he can wield that sort of power, then every sacrifice so far will have been worth it. I have to learn the truth. We'll get the answers we're after. Every last one. And for that, I should thank you, little one. We all assumed your old contract had been done for ages. Would have thought that after all this time, she'd be the one to open the door for Kurono. Whatever Monzano's up to now, her creation has already caught the eye of the Ascension Network. Yeah, it was thanks to freaking Kilgore Trout for introducing this kind of idea. You get some rest. Hero, you've earned it. Understood. How are you doing, Chimpus? She throws the man a frosty glare, then pivots her on her heel and strides back to the hallway. Beyond the porthole, the stars never cease their glow. Not even the tiny planet in the far reaches of Orion Orm finds civilizations stalled by catastrophe. They shine on, radiant and timeless, forever breathtaking. Still alive? That's good to know. Might I have some pie? I'd like some pie too. I'm starting to feel hungry. Oh dear. I almost forgot that this is the last synchronization patch. Yeah, it is. Oh dear. Darn. Also, hello, Sucker Assassin. And there are new stars ones you never catch a glimpse of from down here. Too big. For the first time, the view beyond the portal makes your head spin. Las Prados, once the shining city of entertainment of the Golden Age. It's where Kurono previously conducted studies on starship ecosystem reliability. Kurono invited us to investigate? From what you've told me, they've got more than a few secrets hidden out there. That's part of seeing a sharp rise in punishing activity these days. Just a few days ago, the Purifying Force subdued a suspicious construct and returned with its data chip. Collins is probably fully aware of his actions. For all we know, Corona might be intentionally letting his secret slip under our noses. Okay, and do you watch Maxer? I've seen some of Maxer's videos. Just some. Are we talking about the retrieval operation led by Discord? How far has the Science Council gotten with their analysis? That's the biggest question in this whole affair. Even if we exclude the possibility that I feel like something's stuck in my throat. Hold on. Right. Let's see. Even if we exclude the possibility that the target construct ever linked to the Ascension Network, its mind model still doesn't match those of Babylonia's constructs. The only frame with a similar pattern is the so-called poster hero, whose origin remains unknown. Yeah, it's Lloyd. What do you mean? You remember that drifter construct, the one you claim it could transmit its own memory and carried a hidden invert device? We briefly had them in our ranks. Honestly, I think the military should put an end to this entire propaganda effort. From the start, we have no idea where he truly comes from. We've only ever seen him as a miracle. Yet the moment you try to exploit a miracle, it loses the very essence that made it one. For the most part, this isn't mine to decide. Now that the rumors are out, the soldiers cling to this so-called miracle. I can't bring myself to rob them of the hope that keeps them going. Yeah, this is actually like a double-edged sword that you can't really deny. Let me know the next patch is called Virgil hiring Virgil's son and Virgil's brother to defeat Virgil, so that Virgil becomes Virgil featuring Virgil. That's a lot of Virgil. I mean, that's not wrong though. I mean, I have to admit, that's not wrong. That's like a friggin' Virgil. It's a Virgil patch. It's not Dante, it's not DMC, it's just Virgil patch. Virgil may cry. If we can unravel this secret with our own hands, maybe the manufacturer myth will crumble on its own. Learning more about the Ascension Network and winning a ground-level battle, this hope outweighs any legend told on the front lines. I'll handle the Parliament's affairs. The battle plan is all yours. Don't know why they didn't include our boy Deadweight. I mean, he's boy Deadweight. I mean, if they're gonna include the boy Deadweight, then that means they should include the two girls as well. That's Prados. And what's even funnier, they might actually include, if they're gonna do that, might as well include the, yeah, maybe just the two girls. Like Trish and, I forgot the other name. Narrow seam opens along the sleek fuselage, and the compact landing gear sails under the platform without so much as a whisper. This is the final sortie of the day. Each battlefront has stabilized enough to endure until the staged withdrawal concludes. Yeah, Lady and Trish. Yeah, Lady. You must be exhausted. Take a good break, okay? Mr. Sin. I mean, not Mr. Dang. No worries, take it easy. This model really is rare. It's more advanced than the military transports we usually use. There's nothing advanced about it. It's just a civilian jet from the City of Entertainment. Looks fancy, sure, but it's squishy. Can't even take one hit. Still, it works. At a time like this, as long as it can get airborne, that's all that really counts. That previous president is a real scumbag. Even in the thick of an emergency, he's still angling for bribes. Yeah, it's a good thing that friggin' Hassan took over, but then again, the previous president was, well, what's his name again? Trillard? President Trillard, like a long time ago. So, yeah, he was not really much of a good president, I guess. But he has his own stakes to take care of. Wonder who was behind the construction of these transport planes. That I couldn't tell you, but one thing's for sure, they would sure know how to flaunt it. All this fuss for a single city, and they've got entire fleets of airspeed transports on standby. Darn. Right. We're almost there. We are now node 17, just 4 more nodes to go. City in a bottle. Sometimes there are even birds flying under the sky, up high. Lexus nodes and Iron Skin troop. Wait, I think I missed something over here too. Yeah, I missed one. Type 1 origin. What's a Type 1 origin? Okay, you know what? Let's go back here. Let's try to get this this note. Imagine PGR and MGR next collab. Dang. Okay, now we gotta look into something. T1 or Type 1. Maybe we should kill all of them.
All in? それともアウト？幸運なお客様。チップ懐中です。ほら、指揮官様。欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。
There. Let's see. There's one.
意識伝送実験ナンバー001
Maybe we should wait
実
for
験
it.
体のパニシング侵食後自動バックアップ機能が人格を中枢にアップロードを
Which
行っ
died
た
punishment for his son.
メインシステムによる新たな機体の割り当てを待機中
Actually, that kind of makes sense. Why won't you die? Punishing Var's son. They harden in response to physical trauma. Darn.
進むべき道はただ一つ上へ上へ
せかさないで。おばさんがどんな成果を得たのかこの目で見たいの。
チームワークに逃げるために進むべき道はただ一つ
オールイン？それともアウト？幸運なお客様。チップ懐中です。ほら、指揮官様。
自由を逃げるために進むべき道はただ一つ
血を流す覚悟がなければ誰も
Hey, so it seems like... Yeah, there's something in here.
All in? てこの上は空中庭園の天幕ですが。
Oh, there's another one. Maybe I missed this one. Hold on.
意識伝送実験ナンバー117。すでに死亡が確認された0号実験体の人格であることを辞任した。
So there's no mail in their cyberpunk collab for Wuthering Waves. Are you expecting like Mr. What's his name again? David? David? It'll be funny if there's like a collab and then they just put friggin' like behold like what's his name again? Adam Smasher comes in.
私は集団の意志に滅ぼされる。
欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。オールインそれともアウト。
The badass David.
幸運なお客様。幸運なお客様。侵食への対抗策が意識のバックアップ。
意識伝送実験ナンバー999。私はロイド。
Yeah, it's like one who likes to R farm. Dang. Okay, I collected all the fragments. I guess that's the that's pretty much it.
ほら指揮官様。欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。
意識伝送実験ナンバー
Have an origin.
129。割り当てに異常が発生。0号実験体の人格に侵食ステータスが現れている。
Okay, we're done. Wonder where to. Oh.
あと少し内臓遮蔽を完璧にして意識移植をすれば私は選別を通過できる。デタラメを。
敗者に気を取られる必要はありません。最後の試験を受ける準備はできましたか？
Right, we're done.
苦しいでしょう。理性を引き裂く野蛮こそが昇格ネットワークの正体です。
欲望が決壊せずに耐え切った者のみが。そうこの感覚です。命がけのトリックには血で血を洗う必要があるのです。チップ
準備運動は終わりました。さあ、あの偽りの戦士を倒し報酬を手に入れるのです。
私は始まりであり終わりなのです。昇格ネットワークの中なら誰もが願いを叶えられる。
Ow, friggin'.
血を流す覚悟がなければ誰も騙せません。幸運なお客様。ただのビギナーズラックですよ。
My combo's getting ruined. Fine.
血を流す覚悟がなければ誰も騙せません。
Ah, friggin' ow. What the? Okay, that's not fair.
指揮官様。欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。血を流す覚悟がなければ誰も騙せません。ただのビギナーズラックですよ。親愛なるおばさん、お礼として あなたの目の前で選別の本当の意味を見せて差し上げます。
Darn, I nearly lost
私
there.
たちはきっと火の下で再会できる。
Okay, now we can skip this. There we go. Yeah, we just completed everything. Okay, that's good. Alright, moving on. City in the bottle. But as they say, if it's making peak collaborations, always bet on Kuro. I agree. We can bring someone. Ooh. I want to bring Ishmael.
この采配でどう変化していくのかとても楽しみね。
And I'll make her as my leader.
結末はすで
According to the North American Ecological Research Institute, Earth doesn't have 4 seasons, but 6. Summer, fall, the lock-in, winter, the thaw, and finally spring. We desert dwellers know it best. Surrounded by the scorching red rock peaks, you still see them blanketed in white during the winter. In that quiet season, you can practically sense the city grinding to a standstill. In the first few years after the Research Institute initiated Project Bakunon, Las Prados was nowhere near the size that it is today. In fact, it was just a small town attached to an Air Force base. My brother's hotel has its own entertainment hall. It's the only spot within hundreds of miles where soldiers and researchers can blow off steam. When winter sets in, the shops stay bolted shut, and only a few lonely tire tracks Isn't it supposed to be marked? Mark the grimy streets. When people head outdoors, each step yields a sharp crunch as the gravel and snow crystals grind together. The icy blue-white frost magnifies that sound, making it echo even more vividly. Such is lock-in season. The biting cold locks down the passes, making every path into the city nearly impassable. Your mission is to build a self-sustaining habitat out here in this desolation, proving Project Eden's long-term viability for Corona in a realm beyond our current understanding. Indeed, our hard-won survival tells us that a self-sustaining microworld aboard a starship lasting hundreds, even thousands of years in the depths of space is an even more outlandish fantasy than zero-point energy. After all, our grasp of the stars often runs deeper than our understanding of the oceans or deserts. Still, we are determined to become the pioneers to cross that divide. Our humanity is tied to that land, and that gave us birth to us. Some advocate we rebuild our bodies to surpass flesh. Others say that we upload consciousness and leave the body behind. If surviving deadly radiation, defecting through space, and extreme cold means forsaking our very humanity, then what's the point of seeking refuge on another planet? When a civilization reaches for the stars, it carries everything of its species, everything of its homeworld into the farthest corners of the cosmos. That's why we've made up our minds. We're going to recreate the perfect cradle for life. I'm glazing Kuro. These character designs are peak. Yeah, I mean, look at these two tan people. They look so nicely done. But for some reason, okay, hear me out. For some reason, Kilgore Trout, he kind of looks like, for me, he's like a really, really handsome, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Egyptian. Like, he's a really handsome Egyptian from the looks of it. At least for me. And then Monzano here is like a really beautiful Spanish woman. Yeah, looks like Vonnegut if he wasn't masked. Here's the thing, Kronos. Kilgore Trout is Vonnegut. He doesn't look like Vonnegut. He is Vonnegut. Because Kilgore Trout, Vonnegut, like, he has different names, okay? And it's just one of his many names. Boom. Mind blown. They didn't come straight from the Colonel's coffers, did they? If you're more concerned about passing moral judgment than seeing the bigger picture, then there's no point in continuing this discussion. There's no need for alarm, madame. I mean no disrespect, even so it's so astonishing to see someone so young acting with such ruthless resolve. Character design so peak, even a devil may cry. Dang. You know the story inside out. It looks like when Kephart spoke of these new investors earlier, he was doing so on your behalf, not Chronos. He's a shrewd opportunist who knows exactly how to hedge his bets. It's only fitting that he be the open mediator between you and me, and Chrono. The Eden 3 colony ship stands as our safeguard. Should Project Scylla and Project Eden both fall through, the vessel you're determined to build will become our last ark. It's obsessive, but I can't help liking it. Working with you is a treat. Henceforth, the author feeds Last Apprentice Mistress endless searches. The Golden Age ends so abruptly and it only proves her arrogance. 0-point engine of Project Eden fails in ignition, dooming humanity. Project Scylla splintered into each year's dark experiments. She can't even be bothered to scorn Project Winter that once tried to outdo her. Brain extractions, limb mods, cloning, memory swaps, endless detours. To match her effortless construct revival from old records, she nearly uncovers the ultimate secret that conquers death. Yet the writer's parting question from that day still resonates in Monzano's mind. How far can we push the boundaries of technology before it is inevitably turns on us? Looking for material to write about? Sorry to disappoint, but I've never given that much thought. Whenever our earlier innovations come back to haunt us, we just forge new technology to keep them at bay. Those who are certain they hold both the road and the truth in their grasp seldom consider that the force poised to strike them might lie outside the trance they so closely guard. She was undone by her fatal flaw, relying on technological rationality as a trump card. Ridge deck. After the sandstorm, the tide formed by the convergence of punishing engulfs the city. It seems impossible to return to the surface anytime soon. Are you pleased? This is nothing to celebrate, I'm just stating the facts. Efforts to reclaim the surface stall again, weighted down by uncontrollable threats. The girl stays composed through this. There's a sealed firmness in her voice that wasn't there before. As the officer in charge of our construct's ground missions, am I authorized to present a full report to the Parliament? Desperate to elbow your way out of the kiddie pool before you cause trouble on my turf, you'd better think twice. You really think I wouldn't see through your deliberate leak after the mall operation? Is this a joke, Aunt? This is where I live too. Why would anyone poison the very water they themselves drink from? If someone aims to poison everyone, and they're immune to every toxin themselves, then they just might go through with it. Meanwhile, my construct prototype has gone through 321 iterations. Your frame, on the other hand, has been stitched together time and again since the Great Evacuation, and you're still using it even until now. If unleashing the punishing virus, how you plan to sow chaos and gain the upper hand, I can only pity your fate, my dear niece. Monzano issues a challenge to the very viper she has nurtured herself. Your grasp of survival of the fittest is painfully shallow. Confidence, power, cunning often become worthless in the face of technological progress. Only those who endure the fiercest trials can move on to the next stage of evolution. endure, even now Monzano insists on not using that word. This gentle chuckle is genuinely heartfelt. Haven't you been working with that writer from the start, Aunt? What exactly are you implying? Trent has been dead for years. I'm not really calling out that gentleman. I just wanted to share a little about my thoughts on reading. Opportunities like this don't come along every day, do they? Too busy running things before the outbreak, too busy fighting things after. We never stopped to talk to each other. Darn. I think this is the part where everything comes crashing down. She hears the city erupt in thunderous celebration, but her thoughts are elsewhere. She knows all too well that the danger still lurks behind this happiness. After all, she clearly sees what the cheering crowds do not. I don't recall giving you permission to speak. Materia never truly die. They can slumber in furniture and clothing for decades. They lie in wait, patient and unrelenting, in rooms, cellars, suitcases, handkerchiefs, and even in stacks of discarded paper. You've got no right to hold your head so high. Perhaps someday, calamity will strike again, or maybe the world will learn yet another hard lesson. The plague god will rise once more, unleashing its legion of rats to descend upon the contented city and turn it into their final grave. That's very poetic. Promontory grips Monzano, fear of the unknown. She cannot fathom the intent of the figure standing before her. Yet there is one thing she unquestionably holds: authority. It is absolute, unmatched, and it is unshakable as stone. Strip away my rank, seize your claim over the elite and their countless civilians in Christ's sleep. Tell me, does that make you truly powerful? That noble pedigree of yours is nothing but a smokescreen for your filthy operations. In this corrupt world, nobody cares about the showgirl who once knew only cheap tricks. Rule is founded on fear, but you can't scare anyone. Eleanor Sinclair, merely a name that has been rotting away in history's dustbin for ages. When I came back to Corona bearing the fruits of my work, you could have claimed your portion. I had set that reward aside for you ages ago. Her gaze more venomous than a serpent's pins those insolent insects who dare to ignore her authority against the throne's corner. But that isn't my name, is it? With a hint of resignation, the young woman lowers her gaze, offering a subdued response. Exactly. No one gives a flying frick what shit hole you came from. No one will recognize you. You're a cast-off born in a casino, a failure, a shitshow raised in an orphanage. If it weren't for Corona, if it weren't for me, you would have been frozen to death in some back alley dumpster, still tethered by that uncut cord, just a pile of bones for the rats and worms. Darn, she's really onto it. But she's already made a great mistake in this moment of psychological sparring. She's the one who shows off her soft underbelly first. But I'm still on my aunt's niece, aren't I? The very same niece who killed your brother. The one who offered the land and the funds to bring this massive warship back to life. Wait, killed your brother? Brother? Is this supposed to be brother? Wait, Monzano's brother. That was like one of their during assassination missions. I feel nothing but gratitude and have been repaying your kindness ever since. I wonder if they changed Lynne's parrot-like legs when she became playful. We'll look into it. Wasn't the so successful memory transfer experiment and the countless construct trials that followed all made possible by a place like this? In the end, who knows? Maybe punishing will choose you instead, and? Dang, she really outdid herself. No one can stand in for the laws of nature and pass such reckless judgment. Clinging to the handful of fundamental truths is the only way Monzano can hold onto her sanity. Yeah, she's really pissed at this point. If you want to escape your suffering, Aunt, there's actually a very simple choice you can make. Spit your venom at me again and I'll cut that foul tongue right out of your mouth. Right now. Even if I can't withstand, I still have a chance to switch frames in the end. Withstand? Even at this point, Monzano insists on using that word. Well, the girl's impatient. Power is, without a doubt, the most potent corrosive force. Far more devastating than the punishing virus. They can shroud even the keenest minds in darkness, cutting them off from the truths that lie beyond the rules we accept as absolute. Those who dread the loss of power will do anything to preserve their own life. In return, they lost the single most precious trump card they had, the unwavering will to lay down their lives. I've always had complete faith in your grasp of technology, Aunt, but let me make one thing clear. I have no desire whatsoever to claim your throne. So what do you really yearn for? Don't tell me it's revenge. She already said it before. She just wants the entertainment. The thrill of it. You dare come after me for what wretched girl Discord and everything that happened to you. Is that why you want revenge? I've handed you the chance to end Rosewater, the real villain, by your own hand, and you still insist I orchestrated the whole thing. I am beyond disappointed in you after all these years of careful nurturing. You're so obsessed with revenge, a notion so base it makes my stomach turn. Then how do you interpret the notion of power, Aunt? Reclaim Las Prados, create conservation areas, rescue the civilians on the verge of turning into popsicles. They're inviting pampered aristocrats who've never known true hardship to rebuild the entire hierarchy, all while generously handing out the bread to the masses. If resources permit, perhaps one day they can even treat them to not just one, but 2 circus shows. When the time comes and they hail you as a ruler, you'll prove that your technology and authority eclipse the constant infighting among Karuna and Babylonian Parliament, won't you? Darn, she just played her aunt like really hard. Prove your strength and wash away disgrace with your own power. It's far more satisfying than mere vengeance. Strength? What strength? In that colossal wave of red death? Could your so-called empire last a day, an hour, or even just a second? Sure, the natural barrier keeps us from toppling immediately, but the threat you're worried about grows stronger every single day. It's a shame punishing stands as the next phase of evolution, but your way of thinking has never aligned with evolution at all. That order you cling to is merely the structure you force upon this world, helpless in the face of the unknown. Even this so-called city in the bottle, it's only a matter of time before it crumbles, isn't it? Ooh. Fine. Since our story began with a longing to sail among the stars, shall we meet again under the endless sky, dear aunt? Dang. Savor your final banquet. I'll turn the city in a bottle into your tomb. Fine. 4-0, San Lorenzo Entertainment Park. Ooh.
最後の狂気を存分に楽しんでくださいね。かわいそうな虫けらどもめ。
Time to go nuts. It's time to go nuts. Let's go. Nice.
血を流す覚悟が物語はここで終わる。見せてあげる。
見せてあげる。
あなたの知らない景色。
Yeah. Imagine like Ishmael just drops in like this.
最高のゲームをお見せしましょう。
What are these? Game tokens. Ooh. Yeah, let's get all these game tokens. They might actually be useful in some sort of thing. Fortune comes rolling in. Will you be the next jackpot winner? Okay, sure. Insert tokens, pull the lever, reap fortune. It's just that simple. Fine. Again. Intact chip. We might be able to get more game tokens. And there's more in there, and ooh, another one. Game token. Yeah, let's do another roll. Maybe this will actually end it. Okay, fine. Didn't work. Yeah, I guess I need to go down now.
私の判断が正しかった。私こそが小国ネットワークの選択。オールイン。物語ここで終わり。
Hey, where to? That way, but wonder if there's anything else in here. Ooh. Replace chip. Oh my god. This is something that I didn't expect. Fine. Crab rave. In a very dramatic part of the story already, and I'm seeing this. Okay, that's weird. Let's watch it again. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Important for the plot. It's like my brain right now, just dancing robot. I wonder if there's anything else in here. And there's nothing else in here. Okay, guess it's time for us to progress. I guess there's something in here. If this is me, I would just be rushing through without looking around. You see.
All in? それともアウト？あなたたちの唯一の役割は導火線になること。このボトルシティと共に灰になりなさい。
Fine, she's gonna break everything now. Ooh.
もうすぐ最上階。ようやく始まりますわね。
Oh, we just finished it. He's going crazy. Peak. Agreed. Meanwhile, signal is steady. Posture looks good. The transport craft slides through the emptiness, and the recon team braces for their final drop assault. Hello, Big Boss. Welcome to the stream. Range at 240, silhouette is nominal. Detecting unusual ionization on the target's shell. The autocannon is loaded with AP Sabbath rounds. Ready to breach the hull on your command. Darn. Target in sight. Okay, and... Power down the main engine. Switch to VTOL thrusters. Dang. Imagine using such terminologies. I like this. VTOL. Yeah, so for those who are wondering what a VTOL is, it means a vertical takeoff or lift. Wait, was it lift or was it land? Vertical takeoff lift or takeoff land? I think it was lift. Race to connect with the hull. As Harris and Damon each command their construct squads to buckle up and prepare for impact. No one expected the descent to proceed this smoothly. We move inside the target, encountering no resistance. Lights on, initiating active radar scan. I've had some intel from the briefing, but when the searchlight finally cuts through the darkness under that dome, everyone goes silent. Green light. All squads, initiate rope drop. Hammer 216. Keep that belly turret hot. We need this LZ secured. Understood. I never imagined a place like this could actually be real. Just how many more secrets are those bigwigs keeping from us? I always mistake Discord NPC for a Discord app. Yeah, it's always like that. Yeah, I hope she's gonna be a playable. I just hope she'll become a playable character in the future. Cause why not? She understands that the looming threat allows for no distractions whatsoever. Once she issues the command, Discord herself hurls herself out of the cabin. 7 o'clock. The readings. Corrupted activity detected. Autocannon barrage in progress. Darn. Brace for impact. Oof. Ow. Managing the purifying force is already at this. Landing complete. Will the current strikes first? Ooh. That's gonna... Unidentified intruders. Initiate the purge. Watch out. The entire squad completes their rappel. We've been inside the ship. Not a single misstep off. Dang. There's a chance Bridget already became playable. Yeah, back then when I saw Bridget as part of the story and as an NPC rather, or just a mentioned NPC, I was like, I hope she becomes playable. And then she did. She did become playable, and I love it. Panel-shaped lampposts. A cafe alive with greenery by the roadside and a slate seashell-like support frame. Sometimes there are even birds flying through under the sky up high. It's almost the same with Babylonia, but it's a grave. Yeah, who knows? Osiris might also be playable, but then again, I don't think so. The orderlies? Or elderlies? The kids and teachers, even the workers returning from the ground level conservation areas. Every last one of them is gone. I guess the orderlies are the ones who are actually like citizens. This entire residential district feels like it's been deserted for ages. So this is the so-called Eden 3 colony ship. The team keeps a sharp eye on the motion scanner, looking for any sign of the punishing corruption's origin within Las Prados. The signal leads them to a towering domed facility at the far end of the plaza. The neon sign bearing the name San Lorenzo is battered and broken, but it still sparks vivid memories of its dazzling golden heyday. Mission coordinates 3614 north, 11459 west. Mission location New Nalys Air Force Base, Las Pradas. Mission altitude negative 62 meters. Ooh, 162 meters. Below ground level. My father never mentioned about this insane plan was still in motion. You've been in Corona before, you already know how they operate. So you do know something about Project Baconan, don't you? Yes, the Eden 3 colony ship, a vessel fated never to embark. Fine, I should complete everything. King's Gambit. Babylon's Bridge. 6 hours before operation in Las Prados. We're all aware of why this closed-door session is taking place today. No need for speeches. I've already directed General Boss to file a proposal within the Parliament under the umbrella of a classified military operation. In a crisis like this, the Commander-in-Chief wields complete authority. No one else gets a say. Act first, explain later. I trust you won't let this mission fall apart. Hey now, you two are bickering already? Dang. Okay, everyone, let's stay focused and deal with the issue at hand. Asimov steps forward on behalf of the Science Council, offering a concise summary of the situation. After the human defection incident, the frontline construct forces are now seeing similar occurrences. Due to the escalating Ascension Network activity in around Las Prados, our purifying force has managed to retrieve an unknown construct sample from that region. These models come equipped with a sealed-in device that never contacts the outside air. As for the underlying science, I'm still leading the team's analysis and reverse engineering efforts. Anyway, they can handle exposure in a high-density environment for quite a stretch. That might explain why the Ascension Network is so eager to reach out to these frames. Sounds promising. Have you thought about fitting the militarized constructs with this device too? And the cost for such an act is that this frame will be expended like a single-use resource. These devices can't truly soak up or shield against the punishing virus. Once its concentration and exposure time exceed the critical threshold, the host is completely consumed. And as for the host's mind, it won't stand a chance either. In any case, recovering the technologies isn't our primary objective. Our priority is to find out where these constructs came from. Darn, this is getting really interesting. Like, I'm already at like 3 notes before we end everything. As I understand it, ever since the Golden Age, Corona has been pushing forward an array of cutting-edge experiments on its own. It's not far-fetched to think these mysterious constructs might be their handiwork, is it? Nicola levels his spear at the man on the opposite side of the conference table. I'm sorry to say that I don't know any more about these damn things than you do. You know, how we operate. If we really had top-grade supplies like that, we've had thrown them into the action right away, not kept them under wraps, only for them to surface all these years after the cataclysm. That's why, Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief, Corona's urgency regarding this investigation is every bit as intense as yours. If that's really how you want to frame it, then I'm more than willing to prove that I'm serious about working together. We discovered something curious on that recovered construct data chip. The words Eden 3 colony ship. Ring any bells? Eden 3? But wasn't Project Eden once the world's government's crown jewel? Even after Babylonian, they went ahead to develop a follow-up model even behind everyone's backs. What's the idea here? Turn to some escape pod and bail on this whole disaster? My father never mentioned that this insane plan was still in motion. You've been in Corona before. You already know how they operate. back when I was still in Chrono, they were conducting research on the reliability of a structure ecosystem as last products. The legendary project Bokonon appears in the corporation's ledgers as a theoretical research venture for the Eden 3 colony ship. So you know something about Project Bokonon, don't you? Yes, even from the moment he first signed on to the Project Orient, my father is already weighing the potential pitfalls of interstellar travel. He tensely gazed into the endless void beyond the panoramic display, as though trying to spot the solitary ship powered by the cold fusion engine and carrying 42 researchers, using nothing but his own eyes. While the cold fusion reactor, the Dawn 3 vessel have already proven both propulsion and navigational feasibility for interstellar travel. No one can say for sure if a larger colony ship can truly sustain itself as a closed society. Babylon C now functions like a colossal space station in geosynchronous orbit, but remember, back in the day, people imagined colony ships that might have to travel for thousands of years, maybe even longer, before finally arriving at their destination. Generations upon generations are born, coming of age, and ultimately die aboard this ship, living out their entire lives and amid the silent vacuum of space. Some claim such a close-knit society's resilience defies all logic predictions. And so, while Project Orient and Project Eden surge ahead, Parliament establishes the North American Ecological Science Institute, dedicating resources to starship ecosystems and sustainability. We understand this chapter of Star history, but back then, wasn't the mainstream viewpoint far less conservative? Darn. This is really heavy. It is precisely this optimism that allows Corona to maneuver funds and wrest control over critical project appointments, effectively seizing the entire initiative for himself. As for Monzano, who has been missing for years, she was in fact both the director of the institute and the head of the planet at the time. The ultimate aim of Project Bokonon and so-called Eden 3 colony ship is a vessel doomed never to launch. At Las Prados? We're stationed in La Prados. More specifically, we're operating out of New Nelly's Air Force Base. Eden 3 is the name of an underground artificial ecosystem testing site. It's built as a full-scale replica of a standard Eden-class colony vessel, complete in every detail of its onboard habitat. The facility's diameter stretches across most of the La Prados cityscape, running directly beneath the Air Force Base. Under the initial proposal, the first group of test subjects is expected to spend a decade inside to gather invaluable on-site data. We didn't have the luxury of waiting on drawn-out experiments for technological breakthroughs, nor the looming disasters. But even if the punishing virus never erupted, this entire facility would still hold its purpose. Darn. Must have been the wind. Its core structure lies deep underground, housing a self-sustaining cold reactor in the fully functional ecosystem. Everything you'd expect from a mid-sized city. In other words, the Eden 3 colony ship is a perfect doomsday bunker. Gonna have to part ways with you here, Madam. Sleep schedule is unstable. Okay. Well, alright, Kronos. Well, you have the... You rest well. The man lets out a harsh and guttural shout. After all, everyone believed the operation had crumbled ages ago, and Counselor Kephart, the only one who might have known the truth, vanished years back. Kephart? The counselor from before the cataclysmic disaster? Yes, I do recall him. Wait, what happened to Kephart? I thought he was still there, unless... So we can deduce that a number of high-profile missing persons have in fact followed Monzano into that doomsday bunker. So everybody who's been missing are inside, like, Monzano's fortress. Clearly, they are not waiting for Babylonia to initiate contact or offer evacuation rights. Maintaining rule requires both military force and authority. Whether heading to the skies or venturing underground, reclaiming Earth and restoring normal life is the only way to establish legitimacy, something that aligns with ordinary human emotions and logic. That may explain why she initiates her own construct research, and why she ultimately achieves such staggering results. Monzano was part of Corona once at least, so of course she'd know a thing or two about constructs. Don't underestimate us. Got it? My old subordinate? But whatever mess she's caused has nothing to do with us. Whether these frequent construct sightings trigger the Ascension Network's activity in Los Prados, ending past mistake feels like the most natural course of action. Meanwhile, the good cop in the conversation plays along perfectly, nudging the discussion forward. If you have any thoughts, speak up. I believe real cooperation begins with open, constructive dialogue. Being mindful in thought doesn't mean shrinking from action, even though my father foresaw countless risks tied to space colonization. He never shied away from the price he believed he had to pay. At launch, the Dawn 3 relies on chemical-propelled rockets to lift its command module into orbit. Only then, during orbit, assembly is the rest of the vessel put together. Hard to believe such a rudimentary craft is supposed to carry out centuries of deep space research. And yet shutting ourselves away in so-called research facilities just because our ecosystem isn't fully functional. That's nothing but blatant self-deception. It's completely absurd. Do our actors lacking enough hides to clothe themselves choose to cower in caves forever, never daring to explore the endless plains beyond? Let's not forget those early space pioneers from the dawn of the Golden Age. Their capsules are more cramped than a single bunk in Babylonia. But they press on, diapers strapped on and do-or-die determination on hand to propel humanity beyond the pull of gravity itself. Claiming the time isn't right has always been a coward's excuse. Dang, he's really, he knows his words. Meanwhile, the truly timid believe that lurking in the shadows will let them bide their time until the day they can seize control of the new world. Ooh. Okay, now that kind of makes sense now. Bro, you always know what to say, don't you? Strictly speaking, those last Prados relics are Corona property, but considering what's been said, we're prepared to work with the military on this investigation. Alright then, Nikolai, why don't you give us a quick rundown of the battle plan? Given the Ascension Network's unchecked operations, we suspect those ascendants are already roaming Las Prados itself. As of now, we've stationed a squadron of Claymore-class aerospace fighters and 2 squadrons of Cheyenne-class gunships on standby to handle any possible threats from air to or on the ground. Darn, they're going on full force in this. Regarding the team members... Okay, no need to worry, I've already handpicked the perfect person for the job. Yeah, he has Discord. Come on in. I knew it, it's Discord. Purifying Force member Discord reporting in. Commander Nicola, I hear you need to see me. Come, don't make this harder than it needs to be. Did you rally the military's direct force under my authority? Ensuring that the mission is foolproof is my responsibility. Now tell me, why did you choose Discord? Because, well, when it comes to her... I was born and raised in Las Prados. No one is more familiar with that city than I am. Yeah, she was born in Las Prados. That's why she's really good at this. Hey, you. Besides, Monzano was my primary target back in my Corona days. Now serving as an active construct, my allegiance lies with the military. However, since this is a combined operation, I respectfully ask the commander to grant me a chance to atone for my past errors. Approved. You have the final say on who joins the Advanced Combat Unit. Assemble in the hangar's maintenance zone in 3 hours. Roger. Darn, she's really going for this. Alright, let's cut to the chase. Tell me what you're after. Oh, feeling generous, are we? Then I'll take you up on that without hesitation. Monzano has been flooding us with constructs. It's only a matter of time before everyone gets their own sample. So don't assume Corona can corner the market on this tech. But remember, these constructs stem from our own research, and now a virus has driven them all mad. Even if we ever wind up clashing with Babylonia's forces, and it's just a big misunderstanding. We'd have quite a bit of explaining to do, wouldn't we? So when all is said and done, Corona will label every construct that emerged from Las Prados underground as defectors, no different from those who took off after encountering the Ascension network recently. I doubt the military will have any objections to this explanation. After all, Monzano was once defector from Corona, so calling that isn't exactly wrong. Revealing every detail of the Las Prados situation would indeed undermine troop morale. We're prepared to accept that. But what those thick-skulled bureaucrats in the Parliament think is completely out of my hands. When the moment is right, we have to speak the truth. Wartime actions aren't a free pass, but I'm not so idealistic that I can't face what's really happening. That kind of decisive attitude I like to see. Keep it that way. Friggin' Collins. Alright everyone, meeting's adjourned. We've got a busy few days ahead. Let's get to it. Mr. President, you're every bit as courteous as always. That's enough. No need to see me out. Are you sure you won't regret going through with this? Going through with this? Right. His words carry a near mocking edge in his sides, like he's... wow. Breaking ties with Corona is still a distant prospect. Right now, collaborating not only helps to study things, but also set the stage for the future. I'm sure you've been curious to know just how far this so-called Project Winter has come along, haven't you? What do you mean? An old project that parted ways from Corona ages ago is suddenly connected to the Ascension network, and that alone that has them so interested. It's hard not to suspect it ties into their other ongoing plans. It's curious to strike first, but there are moments when observing and abiding your time is just as vital. That's quite a bold statement, but I get where you're coming from. And there was an old question on my mind, nothing too critical, that finally got answered. What's wrong? It's just a relic of the past, nothing to do with the fight. I'm counting on you for what comes next. If this classified operation fails, I'm the one the Parliament will hold responsible, not you. Darn. We're one step closer to the answer. Darn, this is actually really, getting really intense now. That the fact that the, like, they're going to storm in towards Las Prados and see what's, investigate what's going on in the, well, guess it is time to actually face her. Silver Rain. The only winner walks in the sharp silver rain as they have just been born. Silver Shadow Magician. It's time. This is a mission she cannot afford to abandon yet. In that split second, uncertainty washes over her. It's been so long since she last saw Eleanor. And that they're face to face again. What is she supposed to do? Gunfire detonates beside Discord, the deafening blast and swirling vertigo threatening to tear apart the fragile calm of Discord's mind. We need to move, boss. A raw, desperate scream jolts her back to reality. Don't break formation. About 30 meters ahead, mechanical, undead, and corrupted constructs converge into a foreboding army. The emergency lights bathe every surface in a crimson glow, blurring the line between blood and oil. Stay in single file and pull back along with the left wall. Disengage now, no lingering fights. Oh, I just realized. Wait, did something happen to my connection? Give me a second. I think something's wrong with my redeems. Hold on. Let me go in and fix that. I just need to double check things. Let's see here. Oh, got disconnected. Ah, frick. Ow. All the animations are actually activating at the same time. Holy crap. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, it was disabled for some reason. Oops. Anyway, moving on. Oh, you're near the end of year 10. Good chapter. Yeah, I'm actually like enjoying this now. It is already time. Sirs, Demon? No one responds. Only the desperate crackle of gunfire echoes around him as consorts and soldiers scramble to hold their ground. She presses the comm button on her throat mic. Sirs, Demon, give me status update now. Pull back, set up our defenses and wait. Reinforcement. And that's concentration of Russian fires and just driving the enemy into a wild onslaught. It's also wreaking havoc on their communication. Repeating the order, should we pull back to the plaza, set up our defenses, and wait reinforcements? Please confirm. Over. Confirmed. Understood. Wait, that thing? What kind of construct is that? Construct? No. This gas is completely disrupting visual tracking. Switching to thermal imaging. Oh dear. He doesn't even manage to choke out his final words before a jagged slash tears open his chest. Ooh. The mechanical heart seizes in a violent spasm, expelling a narrow crimson and blue current of vital fuel. We need immediate fire support. Unleash everything we've got. Eliminate the threat. She remains composed as she issues her orders, or the sight before her makes her falter. Lodged in the center of that ravaged torso is a dart shaped like a playing card. Oh. It's her. That's definitely Eleanor. Or Lillard. Rifle ammo depleted. Switching to non-lethal. Darn, someone's assassinating them. This is... Darn. Yeah, it's definitely her. It's a folded moon umbrella. Forgive me, She speaks without thinking, driven by pure reflex. It isn't her duty to answer, but confronted by the quivering voice of a dying construct, she can't imagine what else she could say. Moon umbrella withdraws from a battered doll, leaving it into a collapse amid a spill of losing suffering. Darn. Ah, so it really is you. It's been so long since we had lost saw each other. 5 years, or maybe 10. Neither one can remember for sure. Even once they tally the exact months and years, there must be a few extra days. Those lingering moments hidden away in the leap years of that vast stretch of time. Cradling the moon umbrella in one hand, its bearer rests the weapon by the wall, propping it like a cane. Defector construct, stand down at once and identify yourself. A defector? Where in Babylonia? What on earth are you talking about? Playing along, she strikes a complete defenseless pose and lets out a mock gasp. I don't know if it was truly your call, but you know full well it was me who headed for Babylonia during the Great Evacuation. A voice cold and mechanical betrays not the slightest emotion. She's not here to reminisce. She demands an answer. Oh, so life there wasn't good enough for you. You really had to come all this way just to hunt me down. I'm after Monzano. The constructs she's mass-produced are the perfect incubator for the Ascension Network. And what makes you say it's so certain I'm not one of them? Or maybe it was me who set everything in motion from the start. That's got nothing to do with my mission, Defector Construct. Eleanor Sinclair is officially listed as missing, or presumed dead. You're threatening me? Or maybe you'd rather go one-on-one with Monzano? Walking into this with barely any cards to play, that's suicide. I was just about to pay her back for what she's done. You and your little friends could have picked a worse moment to show up. Fine. Ever since the Great Evacuation, you've been under Monzano's thumb by choice. Care to explain why? Control? You seriously call that pathetic little trick control? Did you really think I wouldn't notice that this so-called heavy spacecraft is just a descending elevator pod wrapped in a holographic display? I still remember the smug look on my aunt's face. Still, my reflection in the window feels more genuine than those pathetic mock-ups. A line like this might fool the pampered elites, but it won't fool me. As for the so-called cargo planes that show up during the ground crew runs, they're every bit as ridiculous. But their contempt in a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Don't you see? She trusts only her brand of order, only her version of reality. I bide my time within that arrogance and corrode it from the inside. That's my greatest ace. My aunt can't muster the nerve to head for the true Babylonian and begin anew. Instead, she holds up into her subterranean stronghold, biding her time. But a person like her, she just can't leave old grudges behind. That's why she sent you back to Chrono, counting on you to play both sides. Too bad the disaster spiraled out of control. And she got out of contact with you soon after, didn't she? Speaking of which, that tree we're hunting out in Chrono, did you manage to find it? Don't go there. There's no reason to dredge the sun. No need for what? Chrono turned his back on Rosewater and had Monzano finish him off? So as you pointed out, your real objective all along has been Monzano. You saw the package. You know full well the truth isn't that simple. Blair says Intel Station was abandoned. By rights, I'm the one who should have taken Rosewater out myself. Infiltrating Monzano's circle was just next step in the plan. Doesn't mean he was the one who pulled the trigger. Oh? Care to share what you've uncovered? Enough. With that kind of feeble conviction, you think you can take down Monzano? You already know the truth, now speak up. My objective is Monzano. The past means nothing now. Speak. Eleanor, please, don't do this. Eleanor Sinclair is dead. Those were your own words, weren't they? Every second you waste only makes Monzano's thugs hit your troops harder. This is my final plea. Please, stop. Stop what? Exactly, you're being too vague. Is that really a request? Dang, she looks wonderful without a mask. Then I'll speak for you. You knew it from the start, didn't you? That stranger who bumps into a girl in a fancy dress on Christmas Eve and sends a parcel tumbling to the sidewalk. You're talking about that so-called mini-spy who just needs a quick check to see the package only has my prints on it. As she raised the gleaming silver, she used her chest and closed her eyes. Unhurried. She no longer possessed an esophagus or stomach as humans find them. And yet, the first sensation that rises in her mind is the comforting warmth of a satisfied hunger. Then comes a single coin offering a rest free from any restraints. Still, the memories of grueling training and years under lock and key linger with undeniable charity. You know everything, but you still chose to invite me along the way. Why? Is it because you fear a destiny that can never truly be steered by your own hands? Or is it that, considering all, you realize that life under the military and Kurono's thumb might still be better than dealing with that paranoid lunatic Monzano? Lynn's smile never wavers. That curve on her lips is like a permanent brushstroke, destined to remain there. You've endured the same torment, but we all need a purpose, something to convince us our suffering isn't in vain. Behind her, someone lets out a cold, mocking laugh. There are always two kinds of pain. One empowers you, the other is nothing but meaningless suffering. I didn't waste my time on anything worthless. Here's her edge grin slashes into the heart of a former ally. If you'd served in Babylonia, you must have heard the story of the undying Lloyd, right? That has nothing to do with my mission, and I've never bothered with that any propaganda. But wasn't that exactly what the military used to create your so-called target? Believe it, your unshakable conviction is your greatest strength. Countless souls hold on to hope as their only means of survival. So tell me, what exactly do you hope for? Another mission? And another? And another? Is that it? I didn't see any point in thinking too far ahead. After all, nobody foresaw the punishing outbreak. If that Grand Babylonia manages to reclaim our cherished Earth, then what's the next move? Are you really going to track down the old Taylor's remains and hold a proper funeral for him? But this girl opens her eyes with fierce resolve. This meeting was never meant to hold anyone back. It's more like seeing a grave with its headstone. If you hate me, you're truly hating yourself. This voice drops in a dark, foreboding register like a venom snake flicking its tongue ready to strike. We were all meant to have our minds carved out. Do you really think the world shows any mercy to disposable tools like us? This world looks down upon us, just like my dear aunt once did. They wring wealth and power from their scorn, while I wring filth from a discarded rag. The punishing virus, that vile force they despise and dread. And it's the very thing that gives me strength. Yet you choose to pick up that rag, wash it clean, and raise it high for all to see. It's a mission, a goal, a whole symbol of life. Might one day go back to the way it was. What makes this any different? Do you really think your choice is somehow more reasonable? Come on, common sense? It's nothing more than a flimsy cover that we use to obscure the truth, nothing else. Those who refuse to evolve face only one fate: annihilation. She slowly breathes out her final words. There's no disappointment in the one before her. Rather, this is her last kindness, an explanation of her true motive. I bear no hatred toward anyone. There is no place for emotion in the mission. And I still have a mission that I must fulfill. Realizing the truth and accepting it aren't the same thing. Of course, the two of them have been on diverging paths for a long time. But now she sees exactly what painful knot in her memories was first tied. She has nothing left to regret. Bold words. Since that's the only area where you've made any progress. So what's your plan for taking down Monzano? There's really one option, right? You went out of your way to track me down. Sure, I'll give you a hand. You keep saying I'm nothing but a directory contact, so tell me, since you're in the purifying force, are you really going to retreat without even pulling the trigger? Monzano's construct is a single-use asset with an internal cloaking module. But you already know. I didn't need anything that absurd. And let me make one thing clear. I'm no disposable pawn. Alright, carry out your orders. Ooh. There's also flare with a bristle ecstasy. H with acceleration. Fine. Consider this my final gift to you. Eliminate her. She lowers the barrel of her gun. She's still poised for a point-blank blast. Fine. Call it terror or delirium, it doesn't matter to me anymore. Driven by the same purpose, she makes the choice to trust Lynne one final time. Yes, good morning. Yes, Miss? Yeah, it's Madame Adriana.
私がかけられるチップはまだ残ってるわ。例えば愛しの姪っ子とか、そうでしょ。
Darn.
なんて哀れなんでしょう。先月への理解が浅はかすぎてお笑い草です。
Time to beat the shit out of my aunt.
こん
Let's
な
go.
ものなの。
ほら指揮官様欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。血を流す覚悟がなければ大変だ。
Oh, frick.
チップ懐中です。
Gotcha. Come on. Freaking. I don't have any energy. There.
ほら指揮官様
まだまだ。
She's down.
オールインそれともアウト。幸運なお客様。
こんなものなの。
ほら指揮官様欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。
Here.
好き放題持て遊ば
I mistimed.
よ
Ow.
くディーラーを名乗れたわね。
Dang. Those bullets are really insane.
オールインそれともアウト。
She's really tanky. What the hell? Gotcha.
こんなものなの。
ほら指揮官様欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。
空砲か実弾か、どっちだと思う。
Oh, freaking. Darn, I didn't time it properly.
オールインそれともアウト。幸運なお客様。血を流す覚悟がなければ。幸運なお客様。
There.
ほら指揮官様欲望に溺れた彼らをご覧あれ。血を流す覚悟がなければ。
Darn. Uh-oh. There. One. Just one more. There.
オールイン
That should be
そ
enough.
れともアウ
私が教えた技術を忘れたの。
She's using a hyper matrix. Dang. Okay,
ト。
that is insane.
お客様。
こんなものなの。
Uh-oh.
空砲か実
My
弾
turn.
か、どっちだと思う。
血を流す
Oh,
覚悟
freaking.
がなければ。
We got both knocked down.
それも
Dang.
中私が教えた技術を忘れたの。ファニシングに脳を焼かれたの。はあ、ファニシングに脳を焼かれたの。
オールインそれともアウト。幸運なお客様。
こんなものなの。
ほら指揮官様
One.
欲望に溺れた
Seven.
彼らをご
Just
覧
one more. She's almost down.
血を流
Ow.
気
Freaking.
放題
Ow.
持ち遊ばずのゴミが。よくディーラーを名乗れたわね。命をかける覚悟で来なさい。
Oh dear. That's not
逃
good.
げてもいいわよ。
I can't move.
私の空砲か実弾か、どっちだと思う。
just whoa.
覚悟がなければ。オールインそれともアウト？私が教えた技術を忘れたの？
Gotcha.
幸運なお客様。こんなものなの？
Get aced.
本当に気持ち悪いわね。腐った寄生虫風情が行かせないわ。
She poisoned her during battle, I think. Or did something happen?
選別はまだ始まってない。
Hey, that exit. Wow. The night sky detonates like a crack of thunder, splintering into the countless shards. Beyond that fractured vault, a raging wind howls across the wasteland. The mountain's dark spine shudders in the blazing fire, then slips back into the void. A sinuous tide of corruption rides in the horizon, slithering across the red death, tainted wasteland and surging into a suffocating darkness. The horizon blinks, and here, between dusk and dawn, fear, not stone, sculpts the land. Stars plunge along the tortured arc, fracturing into countless illusions as they pass through glass, only to end in one sharp crystalline shatter. Dang, this is very, Huh. Humanity is flawed, not because we lack purpose, but because we live for the thrill of the game. Beyond that, nothing remains to spur us onward. From the time we're kids, we all know games are more thrilling than homework, more compelling than just taking orders, because when we play, we delight our minds and keep the upper hand firmly in our grasp. A game's true allure isn't the game itself, but the rush of risking it all. If chance decide the game's outcome, then a wager must be placed. When two opponents clash, the odds hinge on their skill and strength. The mere prospect of triumph or disgrace is a wager of all its own. After all, that's how each new player gets measured. It's the only way to define who truly belongs in this game. In the end, humanity lost a monumental bet, didn't it? They still refuse to acknowledge the truth even now. In the Golden Age, the final gamble was the zero-point reactor. Humanity staked its entire future on that one hope. Never imagined it could consume this so-called progress game, devouring its contenders and everything else along with them. Cut your losses when you can, then find a fresh way to place your bets. Even common sense tells us to do that. Unless it's the kind of stale logic that clings to old habits. I chose the Essential Network, and in turn it chose me. And that's how it is, isn't it? When this protected struggle finally ends, the lone victor strides through the piercing silver ring reborn. The corrupted Hetero creatures, toxic dead zones, the red tide, all that thriving life outside the dome stands as a stark reminder of humanity's deepest fears. For her, this is a glittering playground, a brand new plaything she never touched. She knows the pilots circling this facility are fixed on the flashing alarms of their consoles, poised to unleash their strike. Dang. Another falls in the sharp kiss of broken glass against her skin, each shard a twisted blessing that sparks vision of the unrivaled power she plans to claim. There will always be those who refuse to serve in heaven, choosing instead to descend into hell and claim a crown. And this is the shattered little realm. She stands as its absolute master. Parry 10 times. Dang. I actually did that. Alright, we're almost done. 2 more notes. I guess it's just only story only. It's just gonna be story. I want to see how it ends. The selection. A dim beam light breaks through the clouds, where sky and earth unite, and at that horizon's edge, the star's pinnacle surges into view. It rips sheer cliffs skimming across cityscapes and wastelands, unleashing a pulsing crimson malice beneath the ruined dome. Once it confirmed that Monzano's violence have vanished, the remaining Grand Forces rush aboard their transport and escape this war-torn crowd. Darn, everything's just fell apart. But that won't happen today, not in this place. That won't take place when the lethal web Lynne has spun by her own hand. As the first light of morning streaks across the sky, a fierce fight for survival erupts over Las Prados. Leadcraft reporting. Radar warning. We've spotted missile trails. Initiate evasive actions now. Protect the gunship formation. Now. 9. Claymore 3. Move. Another shell inbound. 9. Someone's shooting at them. Chain 5 and 6 are hit. Oh no. A mad circus crackles through the comms. Yet she listens and sounds as if savoring a grand symphony echoing across the world. Yes, don't stop now. Keep running. Even the most disciplined soldiers fall prey to the punishing virus lethal snare. Such shame. So that's why she became like a... She went to the a trial to become an ascendant. Contact 9 o'clock. Broad 3. Broadside 3. Do you read me? Evade now. Evade. 6 o'clock. Watcher 6. Yeah, everything's going really crazy. Running chain's been hit. We've lost all ground support. I repeat, ground support is down. Darn. Roaring, booming, and shrieking, and then a split-second burst of white noise that tears it all to shreds. Chain 1 to all units. Initiate emergency landing. Set approach angle to 605 now. The greenish-gray craft streaks through the sky, trailing a plume of black smoke as it dives toward the ground at a razor-sharp angle. Chain 1, what the hell are you doing? Mission accomplished, sir. Huh? A brief electronic chirp follows, then the corrupted cuts off all comms. Yes, it's time to roll out the welcome wagon. Shakes her will, and the central network linked to the swarms of drones across the sky answers her summons. On the direct gunship swing, a 30-kiloton tactical nuke flickers to life in utter sounds. Go on, drown in your own masterpiece. Above the stereo, an artificial dawn unfurls, brilliant enough to dissolve every last trace of darkness. Darn. Absolute stillness. The rising sun washes the smoke-filled horizon in deeper shades of blood red. Lithothic glides across a winding path that snakes between the shadowy stones. Shards of glass, once mirroring a false cosmos, skitter across her feet in the wind, while burning splinters of metal streak through the air around her. Under that monstrous black haze, devouring the sky, twisted shards of wreckage rain down. They splash into the soggy gravel, then solidify into a macabre monument. Blood steps onto the rocky promontory, casting her gaze toward the perilous path beyond the wastelands. She alone is chosen to be the first in these lands to feel the warmth of the rising sun. That's a sweet taste of victory. So, how did I do this time? For a rookie, that's a decent outcome. And opens her umbrella, offering him a heavy-laden smile in return. Because this is still nowhere near the Ascension Network's true power. Darn. Naturally, there are more evaluations still to come. Oh, she used the entire thing, like the entire fall of Last Prados, as a demonstration for a part of her trial to become an Ascendant. Darn. Okay, so that's one of her reasons why she did this. Kurt intends to follow their own plan, Project Winter, to probe a deeper truth within the Ascension Network. Moving forward, I'll make sure they have my support. After all, whether humanity endures this merciless winter remains a pivotal variable. Their genetic code is incapable of preserving either knowledge or history. It's ironic that the knowledge we record and transmit from one generation to the next is really just carefully curated piece of memory. In that sense, it works much like our own genetic code. Every memory at its core is nothing but encoded data. That's exactly the issue. Thanks to human innovation, even the most insignificant scraps of information gets preserved as is, creating a common sense that's supposedly untainted, yet at heart, it's already corrupted. Because this common sense isn't filtered, it's simply handed down to the next generation. With no mechanism to weed anything out, the so-called reality built on that common sense permeates our world, nudging it ever closer to its eventual decline. Evolution ends here. And my dear aunt, doesn't she repeat that same error at the heart of Babylonia? It seems she insists on following only her own version of evolution. That's why the punishing a forest born outside simple genetics becomes the most vital variable in the filtering. And for you, a single paradise suffices. There's no need to risk sending you to Babylonia. That's precisely the reason. But isn't the only thing I've been entrusted with the key? Deciding which paradise to unlock, that's entirely my call, Vonnegut. Darn. Yeah, so the entire thing was actually played on. So when you know, Adriana Monzano like thought she was actually getting all those upper hand by commanding all these things, and she was really that close. Like Lilith was actually like watching over it, and she was like, oh, I want to see their expressions, like, oh, they succeeded, and at the very last second, the moment they're about to reach that pinnacle, and it suddenly just goes downhill like in an instant, and their expressions are priceless. That's what Lilith is after. That's why she was actually following Monzano for the longest time. She endured it. Dang. That's crazily that's a well thought manipulation right there. Imagine a puppeteer being stringed on by a puppet. The sealed Project Excelynne files from Monzano are absolutely indispensable. On that front, I won't deny your worth. When the moment is right, your intern assessment will kick off. Huh? Whispering thin human voice emerges from behind a rock. At the moment she spots those familiar curls in that seat, she instantly grasps the situation. He staggers forward, dragging his weakened body with each step, apparently surviving only because he was deep within the facility moments ago. He comes to a halt before Lilith, forcing himself to stand once did, even if just barely. Wait, this guy... Is this gonna be... What's his name again? Like, Undying Lloyd? Like, is this Lloyd? Or Cap... Oh, wait, it's Caphart? What the... What do you mean by Mr.? And the key? Wait, Caphart's alive? And he's actually alive of all this time. Well, I guess not for long, because he's gonna get killed by friggin' Lilith. No, this can't be happening. Trot, where is he? I've read every single one of his books. Vonnegut, yes, that's him. Where is he? Faced with a mundane line of questioning, Lilith finds herself at a loss for words. She holds back from pronouncing the final judgment, choosing instead to relish the last confession of the old world's sole survivor. Ah, Mr. Caphart, I'm afraid the fireworks show ended just a moment ago. Who are you talking to? There's no one here. Oh no. Your ambition is that of a lion, but alas, you lack the imagination to see it through. That plate's all empty now. Not a single drop of life-saving serum remains. After everything I did for the old man all those years ago, I never even set foot in Babylonia. Thanks to Madam Monzano's scheme is back on track. Simply splendid. Because, mark my words, someday Monzano's entire empire will belong to me. That's exactly why I'm teaming up with Trout. And you brought it all to ruin. The kingdom, the power, the glory. Every bit of it was mine by right. Logic from a bygone era stands exposed, pouring out its hollow proclamations without restraint. Skulk in the shadows, betray your allies, then claim dominion over the mortal world. How typical. This unfiltered idea masquerades as common sense, and it's laughable all the same. Is it the money you want, or perhaps a chance to rally Eden through colony ships' forces and mount a challenge against Babylonia? With a hint of innocence, she asks her question. Rome wasn't built in a day. I've got to start elsewhere, somewhere. Nothing says softly as with Sky's circus from before. She finds no further amusement in this relic of one-person act from a bygone era. Mr. Caphart, did you know? You're surprisingly old-fashioned. Oh dear. Friggin' hiccups. What exactly were you trying to say? They call it old-fashioned, but all it really does is assume everything is owed to them. Darn. But you... In this new world, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is ever a given. Darn. Okay, now exit us from the park. No one knows the answer before seeing her, right? Beyond the far edge of the plains, punching crimson's flare, scorches an unknowable realm. A petite figure with lavender... Oh, it's... Wait, well, what is he doing here? Still struggling to synchronize his thoughts with his newly forged body, and that unsettling dissonance has plagued him time and again. Dang. What the hell is he doing here, though? Mister sent me to get you. Okay. I wonder why is Lithos here? I think something just happened. Certainly, Lilith. Thank you. Sir, has more plans in store. We better move out now. I understand. Under Vernigan's command, the apostles advance quietly through the city ruins. Neither of them says a word. Lithos the best girl? No. He's not best. Okay, Lithos is not best girl. Kamui's best girl. Kamui's the best girl. This must be about that other agent, isn't it? What exactly are you suggesting? Mizer's latest plan, it involves another agent, doesn't it? Yes, it's just not our concern right now. Then she raises her head, turning her eyes to the silver-white full moon hanging in the night sky. The other agent is held captive by the humans of Babylonia on the satellite, 240,000 kilometers away, or miles away. Even the Ascension Network can reclaim the very strength it once granted. Wouldn't you agree? Lilith murmurs, lost in thought, but it's clear she isn't really directing the question at hand, anyone around her. But I'm not really interested in her. The one who fascinates me is that other Ascendant, the one who broke away from Babylonia. She keeps talking almost absent-mindedly, as though she's happy to fill the silence with small talk while we walk. You know something, Lilithos? Project Sithla, Project Winter, all of the past suffering gave us strength, yet we remain the victims of those reckless experiments. Whether it's forging a body mighty enough to withstand anything or blending our meager minds into a single force, either way, there are humanity's paths to surviving the long winter. What they once called winter begins as interstellar colonization and later takes the shape of the punishing virus. At one point, the promise of shielding everyone from this winter is so alluring, it almost deceives all of us. Every last one. The so-called cost of progress. We've been pushed so far that we've nearly lost the ability to recognize our deepest desires. But now, we all realize that instead of fighting against it, laying ourselves bare before the storm is how we endure. I appreciate what you did for the person I used to be with. At least now we stand together again. There's no need for such formality. Not the victor, however, she appears to have chosen an entirely different path. I'm certain that when the time is right, she returns to that far northern realm. Are you thinking of recruiting her for Mr.? If that's what you have in mind, I'll be glad to play along, but facing off against a force driven by a different kind of resolve, that's a far rarer opportunity than any routine assignment. She retrieves a finely crafted fountain pen from behind her back, and with a quick glance, Lilithos realizes that the diamond accent on its barrel is actually a hidden button. I've even prepared a small gift for our reunion. It's quite an intricate trick. I believe she'll be fond of it. No one really knows the answer until we meet her, do they? She pivots, letting her gaze drift across the plains toward the dim midday horizon. That's enough for us. What do you say? We need to be on our way. In the days that follow, Lilith can be found roaming the desolate plains where broken walls and rotting corpses lie scattered. As dawn light spreads across the sky, the moon lingers in the west, keeping its distant vigil. The sun blazes white hot, while the moon is nothing but a pale imitation. They are like the rotating cylinder of a revolver, each time itself serving as a hammer. Each click unleashing fresh destruction on a world already heads on its last legs. The red tide etches a dark enigma into the wreckage of humanity's creations. In the days ahead, towering structures will fracture, crumble, and drift away in the wind. The sun keeps circling over and over until every last trace of civilization vanishes. The wind buries these ruins in dust. There are no ghosts, no scribes left. No scribes left to recount how humans in their golden age once lived there, and how they met their end. If people live in constant mystery and fear, they never grasp the truth of this destruction. Yet for those who wagered their very lives, the universe presses forward at this crucial moment, forging onward until a new cosmic sieve descends. She doesn't need any more rest, nor does she feed on gold and silver screen anymore. She alone drifts between silver showers and red silk, deftly teasing apart the verdict woven by fate's own goddess. In the Ascension Network where surrendering everything grants her every wish. Across the boundless stretch of once fertile earth, bathed in crimson rain and strewn with rotting remains, she's determined to become the happiest person alive. Darn. Wow. And that's the entire story. And now we are now heading towards the next chapter, which is I think it's Gedivese. Yeah, we are now entering Gedivese like lore, and we're gonna do that on the next stream. So this is pretty interesting because last time we heard Gedivese was during like Like in that that virtual world. Yes, it's gonna be Genevieve. Oh,
ケルベロスは寝かしつける必要なんてないわ。
look at this.
こうしてわかった
Aw.
早く休まないならあなたにも必要かしら
She waxed the head of friggin' 21. I feel sorry for 21. Darn. That was,
Severe trouble.
that one's beautiful.
A viewer has subscribed to your channel.
Hello, Stay Roy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Yes, welcome to the stream, and thanks for the follow. And yeah, guess that's the end of like Lilith's story, and now we know what her real name is. It's very interesting how we try to dive into each and every character's story. Like for example, like what Lucia is well, Lucia is Lucia, but the most amazing thing here is that we actually understood their real names. Like for example, let's see. I guess here, Pulau. Pulau's actually real name is Yo-Yo. Then we also have Roland. Oh, well, not really Roland. I mean, Noan. Noan's real name is actually Shrek. He's the merchant who died from the twins when they actually engaged the Eternal Engine. In what was that name? I forgot the faction's name. It's been so long. Which server? I'm in global. I'm in a global server. So currently, if you're looking for the DMC collab, it's not here yet. Approximately, it's gonna be on August. Probably by the end of August, or probably September. Because if we're gonna chase down this, it says it's gonna end by August 6th. So yeah, probably after this, after August 6th, it's gonna be that new patch. Yeah, between August. Yeah, it's gonna be first week of August, like, or second week of August. Because I'm seeing the dates here, and the last part is gonna be August 6th. So by the end of here, August 7 or 8, they might actually drop in the new patch. And that'll be cool though, because August 8th is actually a really good number to actually do something. Because lucky number 8. Especially since Curry Games is actually a Chinese game, apparently. And wow. Number 8 is actually a very lucky number for them. So to release something on the 8th one, it's actually pretty good. So DMC on 8? Who knows? Right, so time to do the remaining part of the event. Because we're gonna try and catch up to stuff. So we still have 3 more stories to actually catch up with. So we have Genevieve's, Selena's, and also Varus.
ご敬願私が隊長まあ妥当よ
People
ね
dream about PGRDMs if I'm becoming real. Thank God Curve listen. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna move over here. Oh darn. Guess we have to defend ourselves. Okay, what if I go here and defend? Bonk. Okay, now we move over here and slash. Over here, slash again. And over here, and slash. And we go over this one and create a diagonal slash.
まだまだここからよ
I really like Genevieve Fair chapter. Dang, I'm actually excited to see it. Friend request in what? In this game? I'm limiting my friends list at the moment because it only has certain limits. So I'm afraid I'll have to decline for that one in the meantime. Let's see. I don't know which one should I go. If I go here, there are 2 people. This one's 1, but it's gonna be too risky. Yeah, I'll just see here. Or actually, I have a better idea. I can go here and defend. Bunk. There we go. I can just go here and perform a diagonal slash. Okay. If I go here, let's check this one. Oh darn, this is bad. I should just skip myself. Oh well. Might as well. Ow. This is fine. Let's see. Let's charge this. Okay. Wait, what if I move back here, use this one, and aim here? There. Oh darn. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm trapped. Defend. Bunk. There we go. Ah, frick. This is so not good. Yeah, I'll just stick here. Bunk. Oh, I can actually do this. There we go.
まだまだここからよ
There. And we just go. Oh wait, I can't do this. The queen will hit me. That's gonna be bad. Wait, is that a queen or a king? Oh, that's a king. Wait, I can use this. Unless if I go here and then aim this one. Yeah, this one's better. Checkmate. Wait, that's a queen. Never mind. Oh shit. That was a mistake. I'll just land over here.
あなたに最高の痛みを
Okay, I'll go here, aim on this side. Oh darn, this one's amplified. I like this. Okay, might as well do this. Or we can just wait. There we go. The wait was worth it. Wait, we have to move 1 square? Maybe we can move another one. Yeah, this one's way better. Darn, that was beautiful. Dive over this side. Bunk. Okay, next. That's a king, bishops, lots of bishops, and pawns. Pawns are not yet spawned in, so still have a chance. Bump. Okay, now I can use this. There. Okay, jump over this side and slash. Okay, move over here and wait. Over here, perform a slash. Okay. The black makes them really, or the white squares make them vulnerable. Oh wait, black squares make them vulnerable. Frick. Or something. Okay, let's just see here. There we go. And we aim this to this side. Jump over this and wait. And slash this. Where's he? Oh, he's behind here. There. Okay, last one. Oh darn. That's not gonna be good. Whoa. Scary. Darn, it's not enough. I need to move somewhere. I'll just probably end turn. That's 100 HP. Holy crap. Defeat the Shark Lord. Now I'll have to save. And to conserve. Basic attack. There we go. Now I can go back here. And then use this. Oh dear. Started spawning things. That's a queen behind it. Okay, that's dangerous. This is too dangerous. We have to play this. We have to play this nicely. Let's see. I can plow through here. There's no guards. That's fine. Okay, I can injure this. Oh frick. This is not good. It's not gonna kill it. Darn, I need more. If I go here, there's like 2 pieces will attack me. So it's this knight and what is this? A queen? Yeah, it'll be open for me. This is bad as well. Oh, this one's good. I'll take this. I'm gonna get myself electrocuted. Ow. Ouch. Okay, maybe we can just jump here.
あなたに最高の
Bonk.
痛みよ。どきなさい。
Almost done. Slash.
任務完了。残りの時間は私のものね。
I had to die for it though. There's even like a hard version. Fine.
ご敬願。私が隊長。まあ妥当よね。
Let's just leave this first. I've collected a lot of things. Might as well spend them. There. Let's see. We just collected new stuff here, so... Deceiver's Rapture. There we go. Game of Thorns character trial. Oh, right, about this one. Yeah, I should really do this too. Challenge stage. Yeah, we just finished this, so I guess we can go here. Yeah, let's try using her. She seems really nice. And use the other here. And yes, my fire team.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる。逃がせないわよ。総員出撃。私を傷つけられるの？隠れる気？甘いわよ。まだまだここからよ。はあ、年功最骨。あなたの最高の痛みよ。 総員出撃。隠れる気？甘いわよ。まだまだここからよ。はあ、年功最骨。
Dang. I freaking like her for an amplifier.
あなたに託すわ。
Yeah, for an amplifier, she's insane. Fine.
まさかまた落ちこぼれ招待？
I'll probably need her CUB. But first things first, I need Selina's weapon.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる。逃がせないわよ。隠れる。総員出撃。まだまだここからよ。はあ、年功最骨。あなたの最高の痛みよ。甘いわよ。まだまだここからよ。
Dang. And this bear is really nuts.
あ
Wow.
なたの最高の痛みよ。総員出撃。まだまだここからよ。はあ、年功最骨。あなたの最高の痛みよ。総員。まだまだここからよ。
Yeah, her rotation is really fast. I have to admit, it's really fast.
あなたの最高の痛みよ
Ah, frick.
逃がさないわよまだまだここからよはあ連行最国あなたの最高の痛みよ
That freaking smile is just whoa.
そう言いすぎまだまだここからよ笑えるはあ連行最国あなたの最高の痛みよそう言いすぎ逃がさないわよ焼き火笑えるはあ連行最国あなたの最高の痛みよ
Oh, that was beautiful.
好みの熱さあなたに託すわ
Wow. Dang. The last one. Darn, I'm actually starting to like freaking Vera for this.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる逃がさないわよ
Let's kind
そう言い
nice.
すぎまだまだここからよ
Let me show you the power of resolve.
私を傷つけられるの笑えるやつがきよ
Oh. How's Jack Crest? Thanks for subscribing.
やつがきよあなたの最高の痛みよ
Or gifting a subscription rather to Bash. Nice.
そう言いすぎまだまだここからよはあ連行最国あなたの最高の痛みよ甘いわよまだまだここから
Dang.
よ
Wow. Ah. Ow. Oof.
連行最国やつがきよ笑える
Ah, freaking. Ah.
あなたの最高の痛みよ甘いわよまだまだここからよ
Yeah, I actually like this one. This is really aggressive. She's really aggressive.
笑えるはあ連行最国あなたの最高の痛みよ隠れる気甘いわよまだまだここからよ笑える私を傷つけられるのあなたの最高の逃がさないわよそう言い
Ah, freaking. Oh dear. Ow.
まだまだここからよはあ連行最国あなたの最高の痛みよ
Here. 2, 3.
そう言いすぎまだまだここからよ笑えるはあ連行最国あなたの最高の痛みよ隠れる気
Gotcha.
甘いわ逃がすまだまだここからよ笑えるはあ
No. My
あ
turn.
なたの最高の痛みよ
He still has like 37 bars of health. Darn, he's really tanky as hell. It makes sense for me to switch characters. Let's see. And it is way faster. Yeah, that was way faster. Yeah. Okay, let's clear this properly, because I was playing just Vera, so this time we'll do this the right way. Like the fire team that's supposed to be. The right fire team. We'll correct this. Use Dark Lord or more damage for this one. Yeah. Okay. First rotation. There. 1, 2, and activate this. There. Can activate this. 1, 2. Activate this. This one. And go here. Use this. 3 red pinks. Basic attack. Hold signature move. Hold basic attack. There. And 1. Let it stack. Perfect. There. Ding. Yeah, 1, 2. 1, 3. Do this again. 1, 2. Hold. There. Okay, come use this guy. 1, 2. Hold. Alt. There. Again. 1, 2. Dang. Okay, now we switch to Vera. 1, 2. Use this. Ow. That freaking grab though. There. 1, 2. Attack. Hold. And use this. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, he's using it. Let's switch to Vera. There. My turn. Did I make it? I did. Nice. much better. I can claim everything. There, much better. Next is... And this one's Genevieve's. I still haven't finished everything. I might as well. There's also a... Yeah, might as well continue this later on. Let's see. Oh, right, I haven't finished this one. Pianissimo. Right, so let's see. What can we roll? So before we end, might as well, we can actually roll for something. Let's see. Well, I can roll for him. Why not? Okay. Right, so let's see. I can roll for this. Or maybe at least I just need this one first. Wait, hold on. I need to see what this thing can do. I didn't see anything. Wait, how do you check the freaking details of this freaking... Actually, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna sort of just roll for it. Because I'm about to complete Vera anyway, so might as well. There. Ah, darn. It's Darny. Come on. Ah, just purple. Darn. Last one. Okay, I lost that one. Oof. This is fine. What else? This one, achievements and collectibles. So we just collected all for Vera. It should pop up here. And this one too. Dorms. Check this one and complete. Oh, this one's 14 hours. Might as well consume this. One day. Darn. I have so much serum stacked up. Yeah, might as well go for this one now. Auto clear. Is there anything else I can purchase? Yeah, I don't think so. I think everything's all clean. You can just purchase the memory shards instead. There. Oh, right. I can change this. The portrait. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's good. This one or this one? I like this one better. The amount of detail in this is so good. There, that should do it. So yeah, we'll try to grind it on this one later on. But for now, we'll focus on to the next patch. Aside from like streaming. Wait, what is my schedule for this week? So we still have a stream like tomorrow for another one, and we'll be starting doing Genevieve's story, and it's gonna be worth it because we just finished Lilith's story. Now we're jumping to Genevieve's. Because right now I'm really curious how Genevieve came to be, because last time we saw her was during the like the challenge one, I believe. Somewhere here. Where is it? Yeah, she was here in the Derived Matrix. We actually last saw her here. Because from the start in the Recitivo di Fantasia, this is where we saw Excelynne. And Cursed Waves, this is where we saw Cradle. And then wait, why is it on? There. Okay, they didn't expand this. Okay, that's good. I thought they actually added something else. So yeah, Derived Matrix. I'll try to complete this again because we still have like a couple of levels to go, like a lot more levels. So I might actually dedicate a stream for this. And of course, there's also the Awakening Tundra, which is I am so far behind. Yeah, I guess that's all I need to do. So let's have a stream for Genevieve Star Arc next time. And before we end, let's go and check who else is on. Who can we raid? Let's see. Wow, why are my friends playing Uma Musume? Let's see. So some people were streaming Valorant, just chatting. I guess we can go for just chatting, or actually Houston is online. We can go and pay her a visit. And they're currently playing League of Legends, and they're currently suffering, I guess, with League of Legends. I mean, it's always suffering. League of Legends is suffering. I mean, I too am guilty for suffering as well. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and raid Yuzu. Let's see how it goes. And as for the raid channel, by the way, or the raid message, here. Let me just grab this one real quick. So for Twitch, we'll do this. And as for YouTube, well, we can't do anything on YouTube at the moment. So no redirect for now. So yeah. Once again, guys, thanks for dropping by to my stream. And we'll go ahead and continue Genevieve's story for, well, it's Genevieve's story, so we don't know how she came to be, and how did she become a construct, like probably part of Babylonia, or she has her own faction. We do not know. We'll see how it goes. And of course, the boss there is actually like in Phantom Pain currently, and she is and he's a menace. Looks like a menace. Like this is Gwynplaine. I don't know what he does, but we'll do that on the next stream. So yeah. Anyway, guys, well, shards, I'll see you guys on the next stream, and you guys have a good one. Bye.